I thought
Oh, really?
I thought I had disconnected. I didn't even know I could until I accidentally posted something a couple weeks ago. I thought I had disconnected my PS4 from that YouTube account or
Hmm.
something. I don't know. I called it Theology Convo, so quick, talk about Jesus.
Uh.
Uh, oh, here I come.
Oh my gosh, this better not happen.
Oh no, 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 no!
That's a terrible way to.
Oh no, that's so close but so
Man.
far away.
Yeah. Do you still do those? Oh well. Okay, I thought I was gonna die there for a second. Do you still do those? One like, I think they're. You said they're like theology groups or whatever with your pastor or whatnot.
Yeah, we meet every other Saturday.
Okay.
We've been on a break for a while because we finished the last book we did, but we're starting a new one
Hmm.
this coming Saturday.
What was the book you read?
The last one we finished was the Person of Christ,
Hmm.
and it looked at a lot of historical things like the Council of Chalcedon, the Chalcedonian definition and stuff.
When was that? That was like 400 something, or am I way off?
No, you're right. It's 451.
Okay.
That was when what the one before it? Well, the one before it was the one where they fought against Nestorianism, and then where they were trying to make it like there was two persons in Christ, and then
Right.
they were going the opposite way. And the other one, they were trying to say Jesus only had one nature because the God nature
Right.
overshadowed the human nature. That was the Council of Chalcedon.
That's still yeah, that's still a thing actually. In one, I think it's like maybe it's like a Syria thing, or like some branch in Syria, I think.
Yeah, I know there's the Assyrian Church of the East, I think, that
Right.
split at the Council of Ephesus. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have heard of that actually. He asked one.
And the Oriental Orthodox split at the Council of Chalcedon because they thought Chalcedon was being Nestorian, but they weren't, so it's kind of like a misunderstanding or something.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, there's a moving over here.
I don't know if there's a... Oh, there is one in here, isn't there? There's two. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Back to the prison. Any ideas where you might want to go to church if you get weekends off soon?
I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, I have thought about that. I've definitely thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think to myself a lot about, like, what denomination would I be if I, knew more about it and whatnot. It is interesting to me.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not too sure, honestly. I do a lot of research on that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there are any guns in here or what. Oh, jeez, this one's coming.
Ooh, I didn't even realize. No. No.
It might be us and another duo, honestly.
Oh, wow, that's okay. They're falling from the sky. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
This is gonna hurt. I think these are gonna hurt if they hit us.
I think one might have. Did you get like the little jump thing?
No, is that what they're doing?
Yeah, that's what the dudes did to me.
Oh,
Try to
okay.
open this
Oh,
up.
that's good.
That was pathetic. Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want this? Well, actually, here, I'm taking
take
it.
it, yeah,
Because I don't have any guns. I have two gray. I had two gray pistols and asked if you wanted this.
Well, I have minis actually here. You can have these.
Oh, yeah. That'll be nice.
I stay with you. I don't know. I don't know where these guys are at.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of it, almost. Where are these guys coming from? There's not too many places they could be coming. Oh, nope, that's this guy shooting at us again.
Yeah. Might have just. They have to be over here. I'm just gonna shoot over here. Maybe not. Not on the sky, are they? Okay. I was looking for like a sky base or something. It was like. Oh, I just saw him. Over this way.
Over there? Okay.
Oh, I cracked one.
Yeah.
I don't know how much over here. I'm gonna destroy this.
Forgot I had these. This is my house. Oh, sniper. I'm gonna build us a huge base.
Alright. Oh.
The guy below us is a sniper. Thought I wouldn't see that. Darn it. Just waiting for someone to peek.
I'm trying to get low. So I can get the guy.
Oh, there's that guy.
Oh, he's coming up on us.
Touch me, I don't have anything!
The guy's, he's, low. No shield.
Oh, why did I put that there? I wasted it.
Oh, he's so low.
Not doing anything worthwhile. Okay. There he dropped down.
Yep.
I don't even have any bullets. Whoa. Nope.
Come on. Come on.
Help!
I revived him.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, we keep getting pretty close.
Yeah.
You said you went to Proclamation Church once, didn't you?
No, I didn't. My friend, yeah, his family went there for a while until they were helping a church start up in Danville, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. But my friend's dad recommended that to me since it was like close and whatnot.
Okay. I've heard that one's really good.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
their pastors preached at Redemption once, I think.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that.
I think when I was in Sicily, because Jordan, Jordan and Ann were the couple we went to help in Sicily, and Jordan knows Sam really well, and I think it was him that was telling me something about Proclamation and Redemption churches are like really similar in how a Sunday morning looks or something.
Hmm.
Which makes sense because I think Sam's pretty good friends with Rick Gromlich, I think his name is.
Hmm.
Actually, that church in Sicily that we did, that we went to that we were helping. That was the only time I ever have had communion with actual wine.
Oh, really?
And they did it with real wine.
Hmm. Interesting.
It was really
Well, they
bitter.
had like a non-denominational church too?
No, they weren't a non-denominational. Well, I don't know. It was like 10 people
like
meeting in a shed, so I don't know. It wasn't really a shed. It was more like well, let's figure out where we're gonna go.
Let's go.
It wasn't quite like I made it sound there. They are about 10 people though, if that, about 10 people. But it was, they got little, you can rent like, I don't know, they're basically like garages, like these kind of little garages or something, and people put their own little business, put a little coffee shop. They just run by themselves, or
like a storage unit kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little storage unit, and yeah, I guess it does. Like they're all like individual units, but they're like all like in a row next to each other, and you can just open up the garage door, and that's the church.
Okay.
But I know the Jordan and Ann are through the IMB, which is an SBC missionary group. So I guess in a way that church in Sicily at least has something to do with SBC.
What is that?
That's Southern Baptist Convention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hell no.
Oh!
Oh no.
That was Jango Fett on here.
Oh, that's not your trap, is it?
That is my trap.
Oh.
I tried to get him with it, that's the only thing I had, and he just wasn't walking to.
Well, why don't I just walk in there and die? That made a lot of sense.
Do Southern Baptists usually do communion with wine? Or is that, I guess I know Baptists usually don't, but I don't know if that was the difference between like American Baptists and Southern Baptists. I think that's the name of it or something.
Yeah, I've never known I've never known a Southern Baptist church to do with real wine. I don't know what churches do it with real wine, to be honest, except for that church in Sicily.
What did you say about the wine? Did you say it was really good?
About what?
Something about the wine. What did you say about it?
Oh, the wine? No, it was really bitter.
Oh, bitter? Yeah, I've never had it.
I don't know what kind of wine it was, but that didn't really matter though. You know, it's the but
yeah,
it's the same. Yeah, I don't know. Do Presbyterians use real wine?
Yeah.
Do they? Oh, okay.
I believe so. I think mainly everybody does, honestly, except for Baptists and.
Really? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Let me set up real quick.
They used fake bread, though. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it says mainly Methodists and Baptist churches just do
that don't use wine, real wine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I never knew.
I know. I think this is what I'm going to ask you about. I don't know if I asked you about this. Let's go to Snobby. Yeah.
We have to.
But I know that a lot of most denominations actually, except for I think non-denominationalism and Baptists do like infant baptism. Did you change your mind about that at all, or not really?
I don't know. I don't know
what was your take on that before?
What was my take on that before? I guess I've always been more like we call Credo Baptist, where you baptize because you've confessed faith in Jesus, and so then you want to get baptized. I never thought there was anything wrong with baptizing a baby, honestly. I'm just like, well, I think either way that baby will want to get baptized once they actually put faith in Jesus, you know, but like it's not wrong to want to, you know. Yeah. So I don't know if my thoughts have changed on that. I think Redeemed Zoomer was explaining, I don't remember how he said that, what he said exactly about that.
Well, I think I have heard him mention before. I think it was. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was an Acts or something about how one of the apostles going and baptizing households, and his thing with that was like babies are also a part of households, right?
Yeah.
Or else they would have made the exception with that. But
I do remember saying that. I didn't particularly think that was a super solid case. Well, there must have been a baby in the household. It's like, okay, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, maybe not. But I still don't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I was more thinking, he said something along the lines of like, your water baptism. How did he say that? Like, it doesn't have to be credo baptism. Like, if you got baptized, not even as a baby, but like if you were baptized as a child or something, as a 10-year-old or something, but then you really felt like you actually came to faith in Christ later, that you don't necessarily feel like you have to get rebaptized, because something along the lines of the baptism you already had was a gift from God, and it doesn't have to come after your salvation, or something like that, he said. So I was like, oh, that's interesting, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I still don't know that I've changed my mind on infant baptism per se. Yeah, just more on it being only symbolic, really.
What would the other take be?
How did he say it? Well, like what I was saying earlier, like well, 2 Peter says baptism now saves you, but then it says not by washing dirt off the body, but an appeal to God for a clean conscience. So when you truly are saved, you're baptized by the Spirit into the body of Christ. That's baptism, and then water baptism is what signifies that baptism. Okay. Is how he said it in one video, and so like, yeah, it is a symbol, but not only a symbol.
Right. Okay. So would you say it's necessary for salvation or no?
Baptism is, in the sense of like, if you haven't been baptized by the Spirit into the body of Christ, by definition you're not saved. And I think the way he said it, I thought was pretty good. It was like, so like if you profess faith in Christ, you're saved, and then you die before you get baptized, water baptized, that doesn't automatically mean you go to hell unless you are claiming faith in Christ, but for some reason you don't want to get baptized, then that seems like that's not a great sign. Why don't you want to get baptized? You know?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And he said that's
kind of... my friend about that.
Oh, really? What did he say?
Yeah. Well, he was telling me about... He actually got baptized recently, but he's the one that... his dad was helping that church up in Danville, but he said that... I think he went to a non-denominational church for a lot of his life, but he said he really didn't want to get baptized for a really long time, even though he was like he still is very strong, like, Christian and believes in it. But he said the reason why he didn't want to get baptized, and why the whole like people should get baptized when they are like, yeah, like I believe in it now, but like, there's like the purely symbolic thing. Maybe realize there's the main problem with that is just like he said was he felt like he wasn't perfect enough to be baptized. That's what he said, that he wasn't deserving of it, so he didn't do it for a really long time.
Oh,
but that makes sense to me. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but I don't know. I don't think you should necessarily look at it as like that.
I don't think that's the right way to think about it, but yeah, I understand thinking that way.
Yeah, I understand where he's coming from, but
I think when it comes down to it, I mean, whether you think water baptism is necessary for salvation or not, I mean, either way, Jesus commanded us to be baptized, and nobody was asking that question in Acts. Nobody was like putting their faith in Jesus and then saying, "Hey, do I have to get baptized though?" They were saying like, "How soon can I get baptized?" That was
Yeah.
And Acts, the dude's like, hey, what's keeping me from getting baptized right now? And I think it was Philip, the apostle Philip, was like, nothing, let's do it. You know, so he didn't say,
Really?
hey, do I have to do water baptism to be saved? He just said, hey, can I get saved, or can I get baptized like right now? He's like, yep.
Right.
So that's how it was looked at.
Okay.
I think Redeemed Zoomer was saying the classical Presbyterian view is like kind of in between. I'll have to send you that video if I can find it, the one I'm thinking of, where he talked about these. He's like, it's like in between a Baptist view and what do you say, a Lutheran view? Or maybe he said a Catholic view. Maybe a Lutheran view. I don't remember. But where water baptism, where the Lutheran or the Catholic literally says that water baptism itself literally saves you. And the Baptists say it's purely symbolic. And he's like, Presbyterian kind of view is kind of in between that.
Yeah.
Like baptism saves in the sense that you're baptized by the Holy Spirit, and the water baptism signifies that, but it's not like you're going to go to hell if you put your faith in Jesus and then die before you get baptized, you know.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Hello. Nope, didn't work.
There's a big pot right here. Actually, I have it.
Oh, I got one too.
Okay. I'm gonna hold this one.
I should probably just put it on there. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I will put it on so I can carry those stickies.
Hunting rifle. Someone on me. Got him.
I want to play.
Got him.
Let's see. That's all I got.
Someone's on me.
Alright, coming. I don't know why I picked that up.
Ooh.
Dang. That was rude. Uh-oh. Not close to zone. Not that close.
I have a campfire.
Yeah, I actually got one too.
Yeah.
I need to get there first. Oh no. Need to get there first. No, 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 no. Where'd they go? I was out of ammo. No. Oh, wow, that was bad.
Got him.
Alright, that's fine. I was missing everything. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Guess I'm gonna do this for a second. And then this is fine, we can do this and then use yours when we get in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just placed mine.
Or we can use yours now.
Does it heal you double?
I thought standing in between it did. Oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
Got any launch pads?
No, just traps.
There we go. Why didn't I do that on the last one?
Alright.
Ooh. Oh, that was just the comment, wasn't it? I was trying to look for who did that. Oh no, there's someone up there.
Oh my
I
god.
thought there might be. Huh? I don't know. At least from the zone. Oh, did you get hit?
No.
Where'd that come
That was
from?
close.
Somebody's over to the side here. Or something, I think. I'm not sure.
I thought it was, yeah, on top of the mountain.
There's, I mean,
thing.
yeah, there's that guy up there, but maybe it's just...
There's a rift behind us. I don't know. We'll probably wait till the storm closes and see what we have to do.
Yeah, that sounds good. Somebody's running towards the hill. Oh, no, he's looking at us with malintent. Oh. Let's see how wildly... Oh, no, no, no. That's my trick. You don't use the stickies on me. No, sir.
He's close to us, dude.
Oh. Just give up on that sniper rifle.
He's got an LMG.
No, I won't. Let's do it again.
Ah. Pack one.
Alright.
Okay, the guy in the bottom just goes, pack one. Oh, he sniped me.
C4.
Oh,
Guys,
I shot the one guy.
we're being looked at with snipers from the top of the.
I'm
hill
gonna
there.
move back and get this rift real quick.
All right. Yeah,
Actually, I
let's-
don't know. Well,
No,
there
yeah, I probably should.
might be a guy on top. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna run for it.
Oh, get it! No, we must get it.
I'm gonna try and go over to the right.
So maybe we can get into what is it, salty over here?
Yeah. Do you have any heals on you?
No,
Okay, I'll do that.
that's unfortunate. just got out of a hairy situation there.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Man, I really need some kind of heals. Something. Oh, okay, there's something. That was it. You need bandages? Oh yeah, you do need bandages.
Yeah. It's a brick house. It's Someone's reviving out here, I think.
yeesh. Where is he? He's got it. He's, oh, I see his foot. Oh, I couldn't hit his foot.
Got him.
Nice. Okay, so there's just one team now.
I use this med kit. Do you want this other med kit or should I save it?
Nah, you're good.
Okay.
You didn't find any other heals yet?
No, just he had that one med kit on him.
Okay. I don't know where these...
I have a campfire if you want to use that.
Everything I think is shooting is just stuff falling from the sky.
Yeah. Let's see this right here. There we go. I have a bunch of builds if you need any.
I only got like 200 wood and 50 brick. You got more than that?
Yeah, I got like almost maxed out everything.
Okay.
I don't know how. I feel like I had a lot.
Oh, yeesh. Oh, yeesh.
Alright.
Yeesh. Oh, yeesh. What's this guy shooting at? Oh! I think this guy just tried to hit me there for a second. Oh, wow. You think
Oh,
they're,
I see the bush.
I was gonna say. Oh, gee, I wonder where they are. Oh no, that's just a bush. Can't even hit it. Oh, it's a rocket coming right at my face. That looked kind of wild. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of mats here. I don't need to be so careful.
You guys got hit with a meteor. That was kind of crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, the storm's moving.
No, I guess we gotta move to them.
I'm gonna go to this, I don't even know. Fly drop, I guess.
Okay.
They're just spamming me. Are those rockets or are those comets?
No, they're definitely shooting rockets.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use this med kit. Barely got it off.
Oh, nope, I want the wood. There we go. Oh no.
Just spamming, oh my gosh. Holy cow. I'm over to you. This is really
What?
bad.
What?
What? How did I not hit him?
Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous.
Someone's right up on us, I think.
Oh, hey, buddy. He's right next to me. Where did he come from? Dude, the dude walked out from behind me to shoot at you.
What? I'm using the chug jug real quick. Gotta get this off. This and he'll me over
one
time.
clutch shut. Oh no! No! Wait, I should be in there. Okay, keep. Yo, got it. I cover you. I'll cover you. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Right. Oh no, this is not good.
Push.
Where did he go?
Oh, I got it.
Oh!
Was that one guy the whole time? Wait, there was two of them, right?
There were two of them. I killed the other guy. The other guy walked out from behind me to come shoot you. I'm like, where did you come from? I could have died. So he had to have his priorities, I guess. I don't know.
I thought we were gonna get second place for a third time in a row there for a second.
Been reading anything in the Bible lately?
Not recently, no. I still haven't started up on John, actually. I got done with, Luke, is it?
Luke? John, where you're doing next?
Yeah.
It's a good one. My favorites.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite book in the Bible or no?
Probably John and Romans.
Really?
Both of them, yeah. Usually the ones I recommend when I'm like talking to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, sharing with anybody. See if I can get them to read. Oh, yeah, let's go. It's not me again. Oh, why is my game is doing this? I'm suspended. Okay, there we go.
What?
I was like, I don't know,
Just got
suspended in
banned
the
for a second.
air. No, not banned. Like I mean, like suspended in midair. Like I wasn't.
I
I
thought you
wasn't
were
going.
reading something off, and I was like,
No,
what?
no,
I am
no.
suspended.
I'm suspended. But yeah, I usually tell people like John is one of the best books for knowing who Jesus is, and Romans is like the whole book of Romans is basically an explanation of the gospel. So
Yeah.
it's the two most important things. So I think I got
Start at Genesis, man. Just keep going. Don't stop.
Yeah. If that's how you want to do it, ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gone to the other house.
Chug Jug is kind of crazy.
I was thinking about I haven't read through the entire Bible in a couple years, so I might. There's this church history thing's got one of those year-long reading plans, that church history study Bible.
Hmm.
So I might maybe follow along with it.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, I read through the whole Bible a couple years ago. I was following. Well, I started out following a different one of those Bible in a year plans, and then I kind of went off. I was reading it on doing my own thing with it, but.
Where'd you start at and everything?
Usually they have you. Usually those Bible plans have you start like 3 different places. Like it'll always have you start in Genesis, and you'll work through the Old Testament in order. But then sometimes it'll
really?
have you start at they're different. They're all different. Like, well, let me grab this church history Bible and see what it starts with. It'll probably have you reading like 3 different things a day or something. Let me see here.
I know the study Bible I got has like maps in it and stuff too, which I thought was really cool.
Oh yeah, classic maps in the back. Let me see. Where is it? It's got a list of everybody it references in the back, which is pretty cool. Anyone from early church fathers to reformers and stuff, which is really neat. But I can't find the... It's in here somewhere. Bible. Reading plan. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. So, okay. So for day 1 it says to, oh this is different. For day 1 it says to start read Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8, Genesis 1, 1 Chronicles 1, and Luke 1, 1 through 25. That's different.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has it divided, like, it says, it's doing it in 4 categories. It says Psalms and wisdom literature, which is why it says Ecclesiastes, and then Pentateuch and history of Israel, and then Chronicles and Prophets, and then Gospels and Epistles. Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, when I started reading the New Testament, I just started like in order. That's why I'm just doing that. But
Yeah, that's
starting with the Gospels.
a great way to do it. I think that's a pretty good idea. Get familiar with the New Testament, and then
Yeah.
go back and read everything.
Oh wow, the storm is here.
What'd you say? Oh, the storm is here. Oh, that's what you said. I haven't done anything. I was looking for that thing in the Bible the whole time. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep. This thing got a lot of other cool things in it. It's got like, kind of wrote like short little summaries of like the patristic era, and then the Middle Ages, then the Reformation, and the modern age.
Hmm.
It's got creeds and confession. Oh yeah, that's really cool. It's got the Apostles' Creed, Nicene Creed, and Chalcedonian definition in it. I don't think I knew that actually. I didn't see that in there. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I guess we just keep running.
Yeah. No. That's...
Well, I guess we got some time to loot. We're good now. We can loot. Tilt it a little
Yeah.
bit. Oh, go ahead and grab that. There. What am I doing? Need to go put this up. Do you ever like watch any sermons online?
No, I don't think I haven't watched any sermons. No.
Hmm.
Guided missile. This is
On the
interesting.
line. On the line. Yeah, shields or anything? I just realized.
I have a chug jug. If I
Basically
don't know if you want to
nothing.
drink this now or if I should carry it.
I could probably find something else.
Okay.
Gotta be something else around here. That chug jug really came in clutch in the last game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not. Well, maybe I can't find anything. Blue. kidding. That's nothing to worry about. That's just this guy shooting at us.
Let's see what this guy missed.
Did you mark something up here?
Huh?
Did you mark something up there? Oh, it's gone.
No, I was using the guided missile that I found. Yeah.
Oh, it gives me a little icon with your face so I can see where it's going.
Oh, okay. Chasing this guy. I'm chasing him.
Somebody's shooting at me. From somewhere.
You might just want to take this chug jug now, because
yeah,
I haven't found anything.
Still haven't found anything.
Where you at? Where you at? There you are. I'll hold him off. We'll try to.
Oh
boy. Okay, Mike, we're coming after you.
Yeah, let's. I guess I'll have to wait. Should have taken it when I had the chance. No. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 they're gonna get the chug jug. They're gonna get the chug jug. Not the chug jug.
There we go.
Oh!
Oh my god.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there is. Caught me off guard. We're right back.
Cough, cough. Oh, guess we're going. Man, if Mansion were there, this would be the perfect.
Alright, I'm back. Where are we going?
I don't know.
Let's try Tilted.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't work tonight?
No.
I never know your schedule. I don't know. I don't understand. It's like, huh, I wonder if Daniel works tonight. But I have actually absolutely no idea. Because the schedule changes every week, doesn't it?
It's swing shifts, so it's always the opposite. Whatever days I worked last week, I'm off this week.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
That's why every other weekend I have off. Yeesh.
Okay.
So I get this weekend off, so looking forward to that. And church. Oh yeah, and this Saturday's the first starting a theology group back up.
What book you guys reading now?
Actually, we're switching from the theology series we've been doing to a Puritan book. It's called the Saints' Everlasting Rest by a Puritan guy named Richard Baxter. I guess he wrote this book. He's like wrote it in like 1650, I think. He wrote it when he had become like deathly ill and thought he was gonna die, so he was reflecting on heaven a lot and wrote a book about it, and then all of a sudden he recovered.
Huh. Okay. Oh wow, I got blown up.
Oh! Oh! Oh, they finished you?
Yeah.
11 days. Oh, I didn't even look. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Think you're funny? Oh, he's running away. Sorry, I was trying to head over here. Oh, you're way over here. I don't think I even want to... I'm gonna go to that one. I don't want to use the one in Tilted.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was right there, but I don't know. Seems like there's a lot going on. Come on! Come on! Yeesh. I guess if we could do the thing. Why did I just forget what it's called?
Oh, the rift?
Rift, that's what I was gonna say. We could rift somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere where we can get some loots. I don't know.
Salty, I guess.
Salty? Alright. I don't think anyone's been here yet, so. Somebody's still here. I haven't found any shields. Oh. Hmm? Uh-oh. Wasn't me. Dang, chill out. Did it just take off? Oh,
I don't know.
they're all right there-ish. They're going into that shed. They went into the shed. Somebody else is fighting them over there. They're in the shed up here. Oh? Tracker, this is a heat seeker.
Yeah. Guy up here. Oh, two of them right here.
Yep.
One right here, actually. Oh, I gotta hit him with my hunting rifle.
Oh, wow, that was bad.
That minis over here. I'll throw them to you.
Hope you didn't see that.
Oh no.
No, you
Oh
didn't see
no.
that. Okay.
Dropping down.
Oh, come on. Oh, Jace. They know what they're doing. Six. Probably should just run away. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go to the supply drop, see what they got.
Go!
Okay. Okay. Who is that?
Who is that?
And why is there like a ringing noise? Do you hear that? Do you hear that ringing noise?
What is it?
It's like a loud ringing noise. probably my mic, dude. I swear.
Dave.
What is that?
I was watching the live stream.
The live stream?
The live
Why was
stream.
there?
I don't know why it was
there-
screeching like that though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it was screeching like that. If I had the live stream on long enough, it starts screeching.
Huh.
And then I typed Dace into the live chat so I could hear it say it in my mic. Got my nades, that's all I need. Well, there's people over here. Oh, wow!
Come on.
He was looking at me through the window. Oh, he stuck me with it. He did it. Oh, I almost took it to you. That would have been bad. I don't know what I was doing.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes, those guys were good. Wow. Oh, wow.
Those cartoon sound effects or something?
Tom and Jerry.
That's what I thought.
Hmm. Oops, for everyone. You watching Star Wars over there?
No, actually, I wasn't. I was watching a video my friend sent me, but I actually have started watching that again. I watched the 3 original movies and the 3 prequels, and I'm on the Clone Wars movie now.
Okay.
I've never even seen the Clone Wars movie actually.
Wait, the Clone Wars movie. The episode
Yeah.
2? Or the prequels?
No, like the Clone Wars, like the Clone Wars movie. There's a movie too, along with the series.
I guess I forgot that. I don't know if I've actually seen the movie. I've seen the entire series. I guess I forgot there was a movie.
Yeah, I was gonna watch the series
wait,
after
no,
the
I don't know.
movie. I'm watching it in like release order. I don't know if I regret that yet or not.
Okay, does the movie is before the series?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed that one somehow.
Yeah, I was debating whether I should watch it in like chronological, or if I should watch it in release order, and I decided on release order, and then I kind of regretted it, and was like, huh, man, maybe I should have watched it
Oh yeah.
chronological order. Never done that, but so I never really watched the sequels actually, ever. I don't think.
The sequels? Oh yeah. Yeah,
People say they're terrible,
yeah they.
but
I don't know.
have you watched all of them?
Yeah,
But there are a bunch of shows now and stuff too. I never really watched the shows either.
a lot of the shows are pretty good. Most of them. They're
That's what I've heard.
actually better than the sequel movies.
Hmm.
In fact, I think season 2 of Andor just came out recently or
Yeah.
something, and I
think it
saw
might have just
season 1
ended or
of that.
something.
Oh, really? Oh, good. I mean, I usually wait till they're all finished and binge watch them.
Yeah, that makes
Give them
sense.
something to watch.
Yeah, I keep hearing stuff about it, but I haven't watched it because I'm watching the
I know some of
the
the
whole
best
thing right now.
the best shows were the Ahsoka show, the Obi-Wan had a show.
Hmm.
Mandalorian was, I think there's like 3 seasons of that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I never watched any of those. Got some shields. I heard they're coming out with a new Superman movie in July, actually.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited
Oh,
for
is it
that.
in July? Okay, I didn't know when, but
Mhm.
yeah, I've seen advertisements for it. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're starting like I think they're trying to start like a DC cinematic universe now. I mean, they kind of
Yeah.
tried to with the DCU, but messed it all up, and so now I think they're just
Yeah.
starting over and making it.
Yeah, I mean,
starting with
The
Superman.
Batman movie. You saw Batman movie, didn't you? You had to have seen the Batman.
Oh yeah,
movie. No, I
yeah.
didn't.
Oh yeah,
gonna
with
say? Robert
dude,
Pattinson?
Yeah, Patterson. Patterson Robert.
I
Yeah.
really liked. I thought he was a really good Batman too. But the one reason why so he might mess the whole thing up
about
because he
that
keeps
movie.
on like delaying the movie and everything to like shoot other movies. And so
Oh,
I
what,
don't know
like
if
a
it's gonna mess
sequel?
up the timeline or not. Yeah, for a sequel.
Oh, is that supposed to be part of the? I don't know how this works. If that's supposed,
Well, I
so
think it
that's
is
supposed to be
because
part of the DC
In the
universe.
trailer of the Superman one, they there's like a sign or whatever for the news, and it says like something city like suffers great flood or something like that, and it has something to do with the Batman movie. So I think
Oh.
it might be in the same universe.
Okay. Well,
That they're
that'd
like
be
hinting at that. But I think it is actually.
awesome. Yeah, I hope so. Hope they don't mess it up.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, come on now. Oh, why did I get the scoped AR out? I forgot. I thought I had a regular AR, and that's not gonna help.
But no, I actually on Memorial Day, me and my friends went up to the mall in Polaris because I wanted to go to the comic store. They have a really nice comic store up there.
Where?
And it happened to Polaris Mall.
Oh, keep that in mind.
Yeah, I've gone there before. My friend bought me. That's where I bought that one comic, the Spider-Man one. My friend
Okay.
actually bought me that,
Okay.
but that was the first in the series. But what is it? Yeah, my friend keeps on talking about the. I think I mentioned this to you one time, the Absolute series or like Absolute Batman. Did I talk to you about that?
Maybe. I don't
It's
know.
kind of
What is
like it's like the way my friend explained it. He said I think he's read all the Batman ones, but he reads a lot of the Absolute. But it's like he said the way he explained it was something key in all the superheroes' life changes. It's like what made them the superhero gets like taken out or whatever. So it's like for Batman, it's like his parents dying, but so in the Absolute series, it's kind of like the What If for Marvel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But it's
That's
like
really
instead of his
cool.
parents dying, like they're still alive or whatever, I guess. So it's like Batman, like, if his parents were still alive. Or what
He
is that
becomes-
it? I think it was that. But I think he said the same thing for Superman. I think he says like Superman's dad didn't die or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think they have like a whole thing with like might be like a Wonder Woman one or something like that.
That's really
Yeah, I was
cool.
gonna go up there tomorrow with some of my friends and see if they have the Absolute stuff up there because I wouldn't want to read them.
Okay. It's just a comic book store that's in Polaris Mall.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for it. I haven't been to
It's pretty
Polaris in
cool.
quite a while.
Yeah.
It's cool. What is that? Oh.
Did you like DC comics more or Marvel?
You know, back when I was reading them, I think I liked DC comics a little more overall.
Really?
I mean, I was reading a bunch of Marvel and DC, but yeah, I feel like I was having more fun with DC at the time.
Yeah.
Original.
Sorry, Dusty, I guess. I never know where to start with the comics because I want to like get into them. I'm like, I don't know what's a good starting place. My one friend is pretty big into comics and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
We
was
talking about the Absolute series. So.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that, but that's pretty cool. But I was reading a ton of comics back in the day.
I want to read the Injustice. I mean, I guess I could read the Injustice comic, but
Those
I
are
watched
fun.
the movie and stuff like that too.
The movie.
It's just, yeah, I
Injustice.
I just, yeah.
Oh, like online they put all the cutscenes together?
No. Like it's an actual animated movie.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I have actually heard of that.
Yeah, I was on
Wow.
HBO Max like a couple months ago, and I was just scrolling through. I wanted to watch like a Batman movie because I always do. And then, yeah, so it said Injustice, and I was like, huh.
That's
But yeah, it had
interesting.
the same like plot and everything. I never really played the story mode of the game though, but I'm not too sure how. I think it's pretty close to the game.
You can actually, well, I said that because you can actually look on like YouTube and find like Injustice movie, and like it's like someone who put all the cutscenes together, and it's like watching a movie. It's kind of cool actually.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, maybe I don't think
It's a
it's
pretty
that
cool story.
though. I think it is. In the actual,
No,
like,
you
an
know,
actual
I
movie.
think now that you mention it, I think there is an actual animated movie.
I think it's pretty recent.
Oh, okay, maybe it is. I don't know. DC
Almost like
movie,
2017.
DC animated movies are usually pretty good.
Yeah, I thought the Justice movie was pretty good. I kind of want to read the comic too, just to, I don't know, be cool.
Yeah,
I never know where to start with the comics. 'Cause there's so many different things of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what like the current lines series are right now. I mean, they always
know.
the mainline heroes got like their own series going, so there's probably a Superman, a Batman, Flash, Justice League series. I just haven't kept up with it in a long time, so I don't know what's going on. I know the New 52 was the comic book line that happened a long while when I first started reading, and those were really good.
Is that
It was like
DC?
No, that was DC. It was like a just a launch that they did for a few years, and they kind of restarted everything in a there's a New 52, Batman, Justice League, Superman, all that stuff.
Okay.
I actually think it was kind of unpopular at the time, but I enjoyed it.
Okay.
But yeah, I have no idea what they got going on now. But the Injustice comic book series was pretty cool because I don't know if you remember, like if the game or if the animated movie did this, but like, you know, the whole thing happens where Superman kills the Joker, and then it skips to 5 years later after Superman's regime kind of rules the world or whatever.
Oh, is it? I didn't know. See, I didn't know that was a series. I thought it was just one comic.
Oh no, there's a whole series. That's how the game starts out. But then the comic book series has like a whole like series of comics of like Injustice Year 1, Injustice Year 2, Year 3, Year 4, leading up to everything that happened in between that you don't get in the video game.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
It's really cool.
It's like a prequel. That's that's awesome.
And it's like a whole series for each year, so it's like several comics to read for each year.
Huh, that is
or you
cool.
might be able to buy them as like a graphic novel or something. I don't know. I just saw them online.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a series of it because I don't think in the movie it skipped 5 years ahead. I think it just takes place right after Superman kills the Joker.
But he does kill the Joker in the movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Injustice. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah. He's like basically like a dictator of the world, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comic book series, seeing year 1, year 2, and all that kind of shows how they got there. So it's really cool.
Okay.
And like every year, it was like, or every one, they were trying something different to defeat Superman. It's pretty cool.
There's an Injustice 2. That's a story mode too with the same thing, right? Or how? I don't know how that's different. I don't know if you played
Yeah,
both
no,
of
it's
them
a
in story mode.
It's just a sequel from the Injustice series. I think I don't know. It takes place sometime after in the same in the Injustice universe, and like Brainiac invades or something.
Okay.
Except in this universe, you know, Superman's arrested because he was evil, and so they have to figure out how to beat Brainiac. Oh,
Okay,
there's
whoa!
Hey, that's not fair. Me too.
I didn't even put me inside the portal for that. Didn't help.
Oh, hello, sir. No.
Oh.
Ow. Isn't going so well. Killed with a suppressed gun. Suppressed pistol. Wow. Gonna say way when we first started playing that you said you haven't been seeing any of my YouTube videos, like
No.
yeah, see, that's been a problem. Like not as much with my shorts, but with my regular videos for ever since like February or March or something. Like YouTube has not been pushing my videos like almost at all. Like the impressions are way down. Like just the impressions, so it's like nobody knows they're even there.
Yeah, that's
don't know
why I
what's going
asked,
on.
because I'll see like stuff on Facebook, but that's mainly because I'm like friends with you,
Yeah.
and so my friend stuff just pops up. But I'm
But
subscribed to you on YouTube, and like
yeah,
your stuff doesn't pop up like
that's
at all.
what I
I
mean.
never see
Like,
it like when I'm scrolling.
see, that's wild. Yeah, like as a subscriber, you should be seeing my stuff
Right.
at least every once in a while. But YouTube's not pushing
Yeah.
my. I don't know why my regular videos they are not pushing at all. Like
Yeah.
if you look down my latest videos, you'll see the last 4 or 5 got like 30, 40 views.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird.
They were all in the hundreds before, some thousands, but so I don't know why. Shorts are still doing, I mean, more or less the same as they always have, but
No.
I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know when I like go New Glockenshire.
Yep, sounds
Let's
sounds
go
good.
Pleasant.
All right.
Is your thing playing music?
No, I think it was someone's glider.
That's what I thought. It was your I thought it was your glider for a second.
No, I hear it. It's very faint.
Oh.
Oh, I hear it now. Very clear. Why is it under me? Wow,
That's kind of cool.
yeah. That was my idea.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good. Solid start here.
Oh no! Guy from the house got me. Spider-Man.
Is there? Oh, never mind. This isn't good. I should probably run away. Yeah, I should run away. Run away. How much time I got on your card? Oh, I got plenty of time. Did you hear that?
Huh?
Oh, you didn't hear that?
What was it?
Farted.
Oh, what?
I farted.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Imagine, imagine clicking on the stream right there. It's called Theology Convo. Did you hear that? Farted. Hey, I'm coming. Oops, someone's here. Hey, buddy. You hit me more than I would have liked. What was that? No, this is bad. Oh, wrong way. Close that back up. There we go. Come here. Whoa. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, he's in here! Well, that was bad. Potato.
Are you reading anything specific right now?
Like in the Bible?
Yeah, or just in general.
Yeah, still doing those, I really like, I think I've told you about it before, right? The, Life Change Bible Study series.
What was like the book about each book in the Bible?
Yeah, it's like a study
like
workbook
yeah.
through each book of the Bible. Still doing those.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of those, but those are really good. I just started on, 1st and 2nd Samuel are in one book, so I just started on those here just last weekend, actually, and, I guess just been reading Mark along with whatever, Sam's preaching on that week.
Okay.
Speaking of that, Gavin Ortlund, I read a book by him not too long ago called like What It Means to Be Protestant. It was really good. It's a really good book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, Redeemed Zoomer has a lot of opinions about that. Actually,
About
because
Protestant?
because he claims that I don't know how you feel about it, but he says that like non-denominationals aren't Protestant. Did you know about that? How he believes that?
Yeah, I've heard him say that recently. Actually,
Yeah.
that's yeah, when I said him and Gavin Ortland did a video recently, that's exactly what they were talking about.
Really?
Because well, Gavin Ortland's not non-denominational, but he's evangelical, and that's kind of what
Baptist, right?
yeah, Baptist, and that's kind of along the lines of what Redeemed Zoomer was talking about. Yeah, that was interesting.
Mm.
What did you think about that?
It's interesting. He's a very like he's the main thing that he does is like he call it like it's called Reconquista or whatever. It's basically
Yeah.
like getting rid of the liberals in the mainline church and
Yeah.
like getting the actual not fleeing away from things and just letting the liberals take over for the
Yeah.
mainline churches and whatnot to stay and basically reform the church really,
Yeah. Yeah,
which is understandable.
I like a lot of what he said about it. I probably watched maybe half of that conversation. It's like a 2-hour thing, I think.
Mm.
I was basically Gavin Ortland was saying that he agrees with him to do that, but like he thinks that's a really good thing to do. But the trekking thing, that's kind of cool. But he said, how do you say it? Because I guess like Redeemed Zoomer was saying that the conversation ended up leading to like how far would you go as far as like when is it too much and it's time to just go to a different church, and Redeemed Zoomer basically says
Never.
not until unless he gets literally like they excommunicate him, like they kick him out and say he's not allowed to come back anymore. And Gavin Ortland kind of pressed it and talked about what if a pastor's teaching heresy, and to my surprise, Redeemed Zoomer actually said he would still stay. And I'm like, oh, okay. And Gavin Ortland disagreed with him on that. He's like, that's like they use the example of like if your pastor was teaching that Jesus didn't bodily raise from the dead, and Redeemed Zoomer basically said like he wouldn't necessarily see anything wrong with if someone wanted to leave at that point, but that he wouldn't. And he would still try to.
Well, I guess that's kind of happened before, though. Isn't that essentially like Gnosticism?
Gnosticism is yeah. Gnosticism is a lot of things, but yeah, I think they usually mystify everything. So a lot of times they don't believe in bodily resurrection.
Right.
I think Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in a bodily resurrection. They'll say like he rose, it was some kind of spiritual, mystical thing, but that his physical body didn't rise or something like that.
That is an old thing, as far
Yeah.
as I'm aware of, is like an early like thing that the church fathers were competing with was like the Gnosticism, along with like Jewish Christians or
Yeah,
whatnot.
Gnosticism was like the first heresy basically. In
Right.
fact, it was already starting before they finished writing the New Testament. I think talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, at that point I'm like, oh dude, if I don't know if my pastor was straight up teaching that Jesus didn't bodily rise from the dead, I'd have been gone. Maybe I try to talk to him first, but like be like, dude, what are you doing?
I mean,
but then
yeah.
he's like, no, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm like, okay, I can't see that's I'm out.
Yeah, but it kind of makes you wonder what the like early, the apostles and the early church fathers would say about what's going on now with the whole. Like I've seen stuff about how they'll like go to a Presbyterian or Methodist church and they'll just have like coming out stories and whatnot, and it's like,
yeah,
I mean, clearly that's like just not biblical and it's just not right, of course, but
right.
I mean, I don't know. I guess if he, would still go, I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. But I don't know how they're taking over when I don't really understand it, but I don't know.
From what I don't know a lot other than what he said on that issue is that just the mainline Protestant groups have mostly been taken over by liberals, and so he's part of the PCUSA, which is the mainline Presbyterian group, and he said most PCUSA churches are liberal now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I screenshotted it. I thought it was like just ironic, but he posted something on his Instagram. A Redeemed Zoomer did, and it was like the PCUSA pastor in Mount Vernon, actually, of his church. Like
Oh, okay.
he was like shouting it out, being like telling people to go to it, and I was like, wow, that's very interesting. I wasn't
What?
expecting
Really? From
that.
Mount
Yeah,
Vernon?
I've screenshotted it. Yeah,
Oh, that is wild.
yeah.
It
I
must
was
be
like,
a good, like a not a liberal one.
yeah, that's what he said. He said it was actually like
And Mount
conservative, but
Vernon.
it's still PCUSA. Yeah,
Wow, I'd be interested to see that. Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah. I was seeing the screenshot, but I thought it was like crazy.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to see that.
No, I didn't. That's really neat.
Yeah, I guess the pastor got a hold of Redeem Zoomer actually.
The pastor of that
Redeem
church in Mount
Zoomer.
Vernon did?
Yeah.
What the heck? That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Where is it? It must be on the square or something, or close by. That's where all the
I'm not
mainline
sure.
churches are.
It had a picture of the church, like within the church, but
Yeah.
I don't know exactly which one
Wow.
it was.
That is super cool.
Yeah, I'll have to send you the screenshot of it. Yeah, there's a Presbyterian church in Fredericktown. Did I tell you about that?
I know there's a Presbyterian church in Fredericktown. I don't know anything about it. I have no idea if it's a good church or not.
That's what I was thinking though. It's like that's the thing. That's the thing is like I think I might have told you this. I might have been you or one of my friends, but I was like, there's a Presbyterian church in Fredericktown. I randomly noticed that one day. I saw the sign, and I was
Yeah.
like, literally, have you ever met anybody in Fredericktown that is Presbyterian? I've never met anybody in my entire life.
Somebody goes to that
goes
church.
to a
I don't.
Presbyterian. It's a big old church too.
Right. It's a big, yeah.
And I'm like,
classical.
I've never met anybody ever that's like, oh yeah, I'm Presbyterian.
It's right
and
by
go to
Brick
this
House, right?
Presbyterian church.
You're talking about the
Yeah,
one that's
it's
right
right
across the
across
street
from
from
it.
Brick House. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know what you're talking about. And on the other side, kind of diagonal, is that First Baptist Church, which I went to a number of times when I was a little kid.
Really?
But
There's
but I've never
there's
been to that
one-
Presbyterian one.
yeah. First Baptist Church.
Yeah, it's also right
Oh
across
no,
the
yeah.
street from
It's really big too, isn't it?
Brick House. Yeah. Right
Yeah, I've
across
seen
the
that.
street, kind of on the other side, be kind of diagonal from the Presbyterian. Yeah. I had, when I was in junior high, I think I had a few friends that went to that church, so I went with them a few times.
Okay.
The hell? Oh, that's the meteors. Probably. It's gotta be. It's gotta be downtown Mount Vernon, because there's all those. There's all those big classical, like big huge churches down there. You know, I think there's like an Episcopal and a Methodist and.
Yeah, actually, not thinking about it. When you're going to like
this
Walmart.
Yeah, probably this Presbyterian is right there somewhere.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Now I think about it, yeah, you're going to like the Walmart, and there's a Methodist right across from it. Methodist church, and on the left is a Presbyterian church. I think it is.
Oh,
Might
on
be
the
the
Walmart
one.
side, on Coshocton? Okay, maybe.
No, not on Coshocton. When you're heading towards it, you're
On the
by
square,
the
kind of.
square.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably over there somewhere. Yeah, I'd be interested to check it out then sometime. Oh, is this a dude? It's gotta be. That wall didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah, there's a guy in this barn. Got him.
I don't even have an AR. I just pulled out a bazooka here. If I can- here, that. I want to like visit other churches just to check them out sometime. Well, every once in a while, but I just don't, because I only get to go to my own church every other week, so it makes me not
Yeah.
want to. You know.
Makes sense.
Come on.
Yeah, I get that.
If I was able to go to my church every week, then I could just pick one week a month and go to. Because one of my friends from Columbus been inviting me to check out his church for a while.
Where does he go? The church?
His is called Citizens Church. It's in Columbus. Is it Westerville or? I forgot.
Okay.
I think it's kind of smaller. Well, it might be slightly bigger than Redemption, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
The pastor is actually friends with Sam.
Okay.
I don't know if I
I have a
even
mini
want.
X. I can carry the med kit.
There's no one here. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
At least use it to scope out the area, I guess. I think that was just the meteors. Was that today that you saw that post?
No, that was about a month ago, maybe.
Oh, okay. Hmm? Oh, there's some guy running up behind you on this hill.
Alright.
Top of this hill. Oh, somebody else landed on him, I think.
I see him building over here.
Wonder if I can do this.
Sneak up on him.
Oh. They didn't go too far.
Oh no.
I'm coming, boys! Oh, they shot me out of the air. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't move out of the way. Come on, please hit some of these shots. Thank you. No! Oh! I was actually trying to move out of the way that time. It was too close. Easy
Oh
come
no.
Boosh.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you have a certain opinion on I know Redeemed Zoomer is really big on like getting non-denominationals to join a mainline church. What's your opinion on that?
I had never really thought much about that until I started seeing his content on it
Yeah.
here recently. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what my opinion is on that yet. First I've really thought of it. What about you?
I guess I don't really like the vagueness of the whole non-denominational thing. I just honestly, I feel like if you're going to be non-denominational, you might as well be Baptist. I feel like they kind of believe the same things. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's not clear enough in what they believe, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure.
guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if I ask you what denomination, you say you're not denominational, then I still have no idea.
Yeah.
Like that could mean
but
just about anything.
right. But mainly
It could be a
mainly
good
just
solid
means,
church. Could be
yeah, it
wacko.
could be something absolutely insane.
Yeah.
That leads to a different religion. Honestly, you know what I
Right.
mean?
It could be anything. Yeah, it could be anything from a
That's my
solid
main.
church
That's
to
my
a.
main thing, though. Is like, I feel like non-denominationalism could lead to a lot of problems because you're not outlining what you exactly believe in.
Yeah.
So if you're just like following the pastor and you generally don't know what to believe in, you're just following what he says, then you really don't know better than to, you know, you might end up believing something that you shouldn't believe in. That's what you were
Sure.
taught, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not too big on the whole non-denominational thing for that reason. I feel like it is better to belong to a certain, I don't know, denomination. Because I feel like, I mean, I really don't know what the difference is between Baptist and non-denominational most of the time. Like, with your, like, Redemption, they're affiliated with, like, Baptist or SBC, right? Aren't they?
Redemption, yeah, is an SBC church.
Okay. But I don't understand why they don't come out and say it. Like, I just don't know why it's not a Baptist church. Like, I don't understand why. I don't know. It doesn't
I
make
think
sense
they
to me.
do.
Really?
I mean, they don't. Yeah, like if you were to ask Sam, I think what denomination, he'd say Southern Baptist. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Because I feel like a lot of non-denominationals are just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like they do not want to be like
Yeah,
a title or label, which is I feel like that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Then again, I feel like that kind of goes along with just interpreting the Bible in whatever way you want to, which I also don't agree with.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
that leads for
sure.
a lot of problems
For sure.
with a non-denominationalism, which is why I'm not too fond of that. But yeah, I understand what he's saying. I feel like it's kind of pointless, and I don't know. But then then again, they're Protestants that are overtaken by ridiculous.
That might be why some non-denominationals got started, is because they were at PC USA Church that started having transgender pastors celebrate gay pride, whateverness. I don't know.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, it might have been an exaggeration, but I think some people that are non-denominational too are kind of want to like, because there are some people that don't like the fact that denominations exist, and they just want to be biblical. I don't know, so they think that that's what they're doing. That when they're non-denominational.
I feel like that's just I just don't. I feel like that's misleading though, because I mean, just saying, "Oh, I'm biblical." It's like, okay, wouldn't Jehovah's Witnesses say that they are too?
Yeah, I actually know the Bible.
Yeah.
There's another difference.
That's the thing. There's historical context as well.
Yeah.
And you can easily twist things especially if you're talking to somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about.
I will say, and I don't know if you would disagree that I did this. It's fine if you do, but when I was out at Dublin one time, just sharing the gospel with people. For some reason, one guy that walked by asked me what denomination I belonged to, and I almost said SBC, and then I'm like, I don't know, I'm not really out here advocating a denomination, I'm just trying to share the gospel.
Yeah.
So I just said, I'm just a Christian. That's all I said.
Right.
So he probably thought I was a non-denominational or something. But like in that case, I'm just like, I'm really not trying to advocate for any denomination, I'm just trying to share the gospel regardless of the denomination. So, I don't know.
That makes sense. I understand that.
Because I thought him asking me that means he was going to debate me about denominations, and I'm like, yeah, that's not really why I'm out here.
Right. That makes sense. I understand that.
Yeah. And speaking of Jehovah's Witness, the time that I go, well, I've only done it in Dublin a couple times, but both times there were Jehovah's Witness stands set up. And so that second time I went, I actually went and talked to some Jehovah's Witnesses for a while. About four of them were standing there, yeah.
What do you talk about?
Well, I just started out by asking them questions on what they believe about. I think I asked them who they believe Jesus was. I asked them how does someone get saved. Just listened to their answers at first, and then I just went ahead and just shared the gospel, gave them the gospel presentation I give to everyone, and they were trying to say, they were really nice, they weren't mean or anything, but they were, I don't know, they were almost trying to say like it's okay that we disagree, and I'm like, well, I asked them, right, no, I asked them, what did I ask them? I asked them if they believed in the resurrection. For some reason, I don't remember. The conversation went there somehow after I shared the gospel with them, and because they clearly didn't agree with everything I was saying. You could tell because at first they were like amen and nodding at the parts they agreed with, and then when I said Jesus is fully God, fully man, all of a sudden they got awkwardly silent, you know, and
what do they believe about that?
That he's not God.
Oh, I guess so.
He's a creation of God. So I knew that, then all of a sudden they got awkwardly silent when I said stuff like that I knew they wouldn't agree with, and so I pressed them on it. And oh, the resurrection. They actually said that they did believe in the resurrection, which surprised me because I don't think they generally do. But I think they probably distinguish like what just happened to my big pop? I don't know. Anyway, they probably distinguish between if I had pressed like a bodily resurrection, they probably would have said no. But I didn't even honestly think about it at the time. I basically just said, I don't remember how the whole conversation went now, but it was something along the lines of, I had asked them that, and then I started pressing them on the divinity of Jesus, and of course they were saying that he's not God, that he's the creation of God, that he's the Son of God. That means that he's not God, and then I also talked about the Trinity, which they also don't believe in. And so I ended up saying like something along the lines of like, you know, y'all say you believe in the resurrection, which is good. That's essential to the gospel, right? They're like, yeah. I'm like, so if Jesus didn't rise from the dead, you have a false gospel, right? They're like, absolutely. And I'm like, well, if Jesus isn't God and God's not a Trinity, you also have a false gospel, which is what you guys are sharing. And they're just like, but I mean, I had to say it. Can't pretend that because they were trying to say like, oh yeah, we can disagree. And I'm like, wow. Not on who Jesus is, and yeah, no.
Right. Yeah, who's the guy that they follow? There's a certain like prophet, right? That they believe.
Well,
in.
That's more Mormons.
Right,
Joseph Smith was the first prophet, and now they have prophets that have kind of succeeded from Joseph Smith to today. Jehovah's Witnesses don't have that so much, but they do got like the Watchtower Society, which is like a small group of men in New York City that kind of run everything, which is really doesn't sound like a cult at all. But yeah. So the Watchtower Society, I guess it was Charles Taze Russell who kind of started the whole thing in like 1870.
Okay.
But I don't know that they don't have like specific like this dude is our prophet or whatever.
Well, just the reason why I asked that is because I'm definitely not a Mormon, but I guess Mormon makes more sense because I would say, you know, if they genuinely believe that this guy is a prophet and that he's receiving divine revelation from God, that's a reason to believe the things that they believe in. But with Jehovah's Witnesses, it's like, what's your motivation behind believing these things? If it wasn't, I don't understand what I don't know if they have any historical references of believing any of that in the first place, or if they're just like,
I'm not sure how it really developed.
Told us it one day and I would believe it. I don't know why they would believe that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it developed other than some dude named Charles Taze Russell started a Bible study and then somehow that became Jehovah's Witness.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
But I wouldn't say problem with Mormons is they, you know, if they had read the Bible, they would have realized that Joseph Smith was a false prophet,
Right.
which, you know, the Bible distinguishes. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, they have like a line of prophets that have succeeded Joseph Smith all the way till now. I don't know the name of the current one, but they're on like the 16th or something like that, I think.
Okay. Oh, prophets?
Prophet slash
Oh,
president that leads the church. It's like the leader of the church, and it succeeds from the first one, from Joseph Smith. It's Joseph Smith.
Okay.
The second one was Brigham Young, and then like at least 14 others. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, the reason why I asked that was because, I don't know, I guess I kind of assumed that Jehovah's Witness had like a certain prophet that started the whole thing.
Nah, I mean, that one guy that started the Bible study, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know. That's what I'm saying though. Going back, going back to the whole non-denominational thing, is like, I don't know necessarily why they decided to believe that one guy and was like, yep, this what this guy says is correct, and
Yeah, I don't know.
you know, all
Honestly.
of history of this doesn't matter anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
And that's one thing that I think Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses both teach, is that the entire church basically became heretical as soon as the apostles left, and we brought it back in 1870.
Right.
Like,
That's my
whoa, for
problem.
1800
Yeah.
years, yeah, no, that's
Yeah, that's my problem. That's the one thing I will say. The one thing that, how do I want to word this? What I do believe in, from according to Christianity, I would most likely trust the earliest people. Does that make sense though?
Mhm.
Like, I mean, that's why I have a problem with things like, for instance, I don't know if you're a Calvinist or not, but I'm not personally. Like, I just don't think it's necessary. Like, I don't know. I feel like if we can go back to the source and learn about that in the first place, then that should be our. But I feel like people mainly don't believe in doing that. Like let's say Baptists, like with the whole like not using real wine thing. Like, I just don't know why they would do that. I don't feel like it's necessary at all.
I actually don't know how that started. That's a fair question.
That's my point, though. It's like, I don't know why you would change that when it's not necessary.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's something that's been happening for 2,000 years, or whenever, 1,800 years or whatever. Why someone would one day would be like, this is wrong, actually, we need to start using grape juice instead. You know, like, I feel like they're not, like, if I can clearly look back to, you know, the apostles or someone, you know, much earlier at what they believed and go based off of that, then I'd rather do that than believe in that, like, the, you know, whatever it is they believe in, of course. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand that. You would like Gavin Orlin.
Would I?
I think
never
you would
watched
like
any of
Gavin
his
Orlin.
videos, actually.
You should look him up. Truth Unites is his channel, or if you just type in Gavin Ortlin, I'm sure you'll find him.
But he's a Baptist, though, isn't he?
Dude, you're gonna like Gavin Ortlin now. It's it's kind of weird, yeah, but you like him.
Well, I would be interested to hear what he would have to say about all that, because
he's
I don't
just
understand how he can be a Baptist and believe in that. Honestly, I really don't.
He's just very good. He just knows a lot about church history, and I don't know. Like, you should just look him up. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
like I said, Redeemed Zoomer thinks he's like the best Protestant apologist on YouTube, is what he said. And
okay.
As far as I can tell, I probably have to agree so far.
Interesting. Yeah.
He used to be Presbyterian, actually.
Oh, he left. Wow. Interesting.
He was a Presbyterian, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Baptists are pretty different too, though, and like, the whole credo baptism thing. I mean, because Presbyterians, Lutherans, Catholics, Methodists, I'm pretty sure they all do or practice infant baptism. Whereas,
I don't know about
Baptists,
maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But yeah, all the other ones do. Yeah.
Yeah.
All those that you named.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, wait a minute.
So do you consider yourself a Calvinist or no? Because me and my friend
Um,
were talking about this one day. Because his parents are, but he isn't.
Yeah, I would say generally,
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm having trouble thinking and not dying
Yeah.
at the same time. I don't know how he plays Minecraft and just talks like he's not doing nothing. Oh, better FPS, I guess. At the end of the day, the FPS did not save him. FPS doesn't save.
Jesus does.
And I'm trying not to forget what we were talking about before I didn't die.
I can't. I already forgot.
Dang it. Oh,
Let me
Calvinism.
think about it. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hold on, now I get rockets shooting at me. That was predestined to happen this way.
Me and my friend make jokes like that all the time.
You silly little boy. Get out of there. Your friend who is a Calvinist?
No, his.
Oh, he is not.
That's the one where his dad was like helping start a church.
His
and
dad's
was
not.
Pastor,
Or his dad is.
yeah,
Oh.
pastoring up there. Well, no, his dad is a Calvinist,
Okay.
but
Okay.
Parker, my friend, is not. But he's talked to his dad about
Pick
it
him.
before. But he just, he doesn't. Yeah, but we've talked about it. 'Cause I think I asked him, and it kind of surprised me when he said he wasn't, because I knew his dad was or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what
So I'm
makes
trying to
you,
think of the best way to
consider
describe
yourself?
Calvinism. I guess just the TULIP. You heard of that acronym?
Yeah, with the 5 points or whatnot.
Total depravity. Yeah, so that people are
Yeah.
just born completely sinful and incapable of saving themselves.
I agree with that. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just Christianity, but all right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's step one. So you're a 1-point Calvinist so far. What's the next one? Oh, unconditional election, where
What is
Jesus God determines who He's gonna save.
Okay, yeah. I don't believe in that.
Okay, so you're 2-point Calvinist. Limited atonement is the one
Wait,
that most people.
I said I don't or I do believe in that.
Did you say? I thought you said you did.
I do not believe in that, no.
Oh, you do not believe in that. All right, so you're still
No,
a 1-point
okay.
Calvinist. Yeah, I thought you said. Limited atonement is the one most people disagree with. Some people will actually say they're 4-point Calvinists because they agree with everything except for that one. That just means that like Jesus died for exactly who He was going to save. Not that his
I don't believe in that either.
not that His sacrifice is like it's enough to save everybody, but He knew who was going to be saved or who He was going to save. And then where am I at? Limited atonement. Oh, irresistible grace. What is that? Like people I don't like the effectual call, like when God decides to save you, then you're about to be saved. Like
Okay.
because it's irresistible grace. I'm not great at describing these, to be honest. But now that I'm trying to describe them, I realize I'm not very good at it. And then P is preservation of the saints, which means crap. Oh, I thought I was gonna die.
I haven't heard of that.
You haven't heard of that one? It means I thought I was gonna die. But no, it means it's like whoever is genuinely saved is gonna persevere to the end and not lose their salvation, I guess. Is that a good way to describe it? But you could look Redeem Zoomer up on these because he's a Calvinist and he's going to describe all those things way better than others did. So you said you don't believe in unconditional election?
Which one was that? Go ahead and give me a recap.
So, like, God saves who He's going to save? Like, He knows who He's going to save, He determines that?
I would agree that He's all-knowing, of course.
So you think it's more like... Well, okay. What do you think then? He doesn't decide who he's going to save. He just knows.
You just want my straight up opinion on on what exactly are you asking? I'm confused.
Like the unconditional election part. Like you don't think God decides who he's going to save? Oh crap!
Oh no, coming in here.
Yep, they ambushed me. That was a good old-fashioned ambush right there. One on each side. What?
Wow.
Hold on, I need something real quick.
Okay. What'd you say?
I needed this. That's what I should have played.
Yeah. Okay. Unconditional election. What are you saying? Describe it to me again, because I don't want to misunderstand what it is.
Yeah, you know what? I can probably find just like a better definition real quick. Just this. So that way I'm not just completely butchering this. Okay, so I looked up tulip, and all I'm getting is pictures of tulips. I guess that wasn't. I guess that wasn't specific enough.
I believe in that.
Well, I was kind of looking for a short definition. This is a whole article. Oh, so this says, in contrast to the Arminian view that God elected some based on their foreseen faith in Christ, Reformed theology teaches the doctrine of unconditional election. This means that God's election of sinners to salvation is not conditioned on anything outside of God's nature. God is not dependent in any way on his creatures.
Okay, I feel like that's just Christianity.
Oh, so you agreed with that? I lost you. Hello? I lost you. You there? This was predestined to happen. Can you hear me? Hello? It says your mic is off or something.
Are you okay? Hello?
Oh, you're back?
Yeah, I think it changed the game. It changed the game chat. I was talking and you weren't, and I was like, "Are you ignoring me?" Or
could you hear me?
For like 30 seconds ago, it stopped for some reason, and then it switched games chats. Anyways, okay, go. You just so you described the unconditional election, and I said, I feel like that's just Christianity again, and then I couldn't hear you after that.
Yeah, that's where it cut off for me too. So you agreed with that? He just said they just saying. Yeah, God's election of sinners to salvation is not conditioned on anything outside of God, so God decides who he's going to save based on who he's going to save, not based on what, I don't know, anything else. Like he's not, how did it say that? Not dependent in any way on his creatures.
Well, he's not, I don't understand that part. Not dependent. Yeah, that's the definition of God. Why would he be dependent on it? I don't understand what that's even saying.
I guess it's saying that when the Arminian view is more that that it's on the people, it's completely on the people themselves whether or not they're going to be saved, and God knows who's going to choose but doesn't have really any say over it.
Well, that's his choice, but I don't know.
No,
I guess
that might have been a bad way of saying the Arminian side of that I think they're contradicting there.
Okay, I'll say this, and then you tell me if, because I am like 100%, like I believe you have free will. I don't know, I guess that's a way of putting it, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, is that Arminian? Is that what that means?
I don't know. Like a Calvinist would say, I think Calvinists would say you have free. Like we're not like robots, but. Yeah, a Calvinist would say that there's like there's a tension between God's sovereignty and man's responsibility. So the Bible, they would say that the Bible teaches that on the one hand God is sovereign, he controls everything, but man still makes choices and determines things, but that man is incapable of coming to God unless he first draws them. So like, yeah, you're only going to be saved if God saves you.
Yeah, okay. I feel like I'm half agreeing with this, and then halfway you're losing me.
Okay. Well,
But
you know what?
I
That's
feel
just worth looking into then. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I feel
That's
like
fair.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
feel
think
like the whole point of go ahead. What were you saying?
No, go ahead.
I feel like the whole point of Jesus dying was God saving people. Is that not the whole point?
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's how he did it.
Right. Right. Of
It's
course.
just saying like who's he saving though? Like how do, this is the like Calvinists are saying God chooses who he's going to save and he's the one who saves based on because of the work of Christ. But like there's nothing I can do to save myself. If I'm going to be saved, it's because God did it.
See, that's the thing. That's the part I agree with. But the part I don't agree with is, I guess, God forcing people to believe in Him and God forcing people not to believe in Him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't understand how that makes any sense whatsoever. But
So, okay. Yeah. So, you agree that God, no one's gonna, only the people that God save. God has to do the saving. But
okay,
he
so
can't
there's a
force
quote
it.
that I heard. There's a quote that I heard. Wesley Huff actually said this.
Okay.
But he said that like heaven or whatever is locked on the inside. So if God doesn't want to save anybody, He can just be like, "Hey, I'm just doing this, and then you guys are, whatever." But the reason why we have the ability to be saved is, Jesus dying, and that opens it. And you know what I mean? That's how we are
And
saved.
then it's your
by
choice whether you get
trusting
saved or
in that.
not.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's more Arminian, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely would. I definitely wouldn't say I believe in predestination, but
You do, you don't, or do believe in predestination?
I do. I do not.
Why do I keep thinking you say you do?
I know.
I honestly thought you said you did there, and I'm like, no, I don't think you...
Yeah, I guess I have a. So what's the difference between unconditional election and the other one that you mentioned? Because it sounds like they're both predestination in a sense.
Which one?
Was it? There was unconditional election, and I think it was.
Limited atonement?
Yeah, I think it was that one.
So limited atonement was just that Jesus died for exactly who he knew he was going to say. Well, let's see what this one says about it. This little article thing. It says, in contrast to the Arminian view that Christ's death was for all of humanity, making the redemption of all human beings possible, Reformed theology teaches that doctrine of limited atonement. This means that rather than making redemption possible, Christ actually accomplished the redemption of those for whom he died. That was kind of a... Did you understand?
I'm not too sure.
I feel
I
like,
don't know.
I feel like, yeah, you might have to, yeah, read this article yourself. As I read it out loud, it's like, whoa, what did I just say? But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just basically like God knew who he was going to save, and that's exactly who Jesus died for. Maybe that's the simplest way to
Select
say
like
it.
by limited, you mean like certain select people?
I guess you could think of it that way. God, yeah, God knew exactly who he was going to save from before the foundation of the world, is what it says in Ephesians. And so those people are the ones that specifically Jesus died for.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say I agree with that.
No ski on that one? Yeah.
No, yeah, no.
Ooh. I bet there's some good Calvinist versus Arminian debates on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, crap, there's another. I haven't seen any, but... Oh! Well, dig.
The guy's insane. Yeah, that guy's
Yep.
going freaking...
Killed me with a revolver, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow. It's his world, we're just living in it.
The guy really is... Oh, well, he got knocked.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I
So-
would say the main problem with me in Calvinism, predestination, is... Because there's a couple of things I'll say.
Sure.
One is, I forgot the first one. Second, so,
I
I was about to say it, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember what I was
forgot
gonna
the
say.
first one. Anyway.
No, I can't remember what it was. I'll go to the second one before I get that one. But, like, I don't understand necessarily why I should believe in that.
Oh, like...
You know, pull up things in the Bible that support that.
Oh, okay, okay.
But the thing is, honestly, like I said, there are things in the Bible that could be like misquoted and misunderstood, and I think that I don't know. I feel like you could do that.
Okay. So I'll say this: the verses, the parts of the Bible that made me more Calvinist was Romans 9, Ephesians 1, and parts of John 10. So
Okay.
I guess that's a place to go.
Okay.
Check out those verses and see what you think. Talking about early church fathers, I do think, from what I understand, Calvin got his idea of predestination from Augustine, I think.
Okay.
So that's, pretty interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I've read parts of the Bible also where it's just like, from what I've seen, it's just kind of like there's no way that predestination can be a thing when it says this. I don't know where I'm even going right now. Salty Springs, I guess. Anyways.
Okay, that's Salty Springs.
But I think it was in.
Oh yeah, it is.
In Timothy, I think it was where it just talks about how like God desires all people to be saved and whatnot. I think it was.
I think I know what you're talking about. First Peter, maybe, or
I think it was in Timothy. I'm not sure.
I'll have to look it up. I feel like I almost know what you're talking about, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay. I'll have to look up the verse after this. I'll get a second.
No, do it now. Yeesh. Someone in here with me, I think. Oh, he's right there! What the heck? That was wild. I wasn't ready for that. I broke the roof to get to a chest and the dude was standing there. No!
Oh, man. Hey, I'm gonna look up this verse real quick if I can.
Alright, so this has happened twice now where I didn't finish drinking the big shield, so instead of restarting it, it just gave me part of the big shield and now it's gone. That's weird. I guess that's a thing now.
Okay, so this is. Do you want me to read it to you now? Are you focused, or are you
No, go ahead.
fight? Okay. So I'll start. So this is 1 Timothy chapter 2.
There's the thing, okay.
We'll start with verse 4. It says, I feel like I hear a minigun. Wait. Wait for this fight to be over.
Oh, game froze there for a second. Lagging. Oh, I was gonna throw the stickies.
Okay, so what I was saying was,
yeah.
So this is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 4. This is NLT version. I don't know if you have a preference of which I read, but
NLT's cool.
It says, we'll start here. This is good and pleases God, our Savior, who wants everyone to be saved and to understand the truth. For there is one God and one mediator who can reconcile God and humanity, the man Christ Jesus. He gave his life to purchase freedom for everyone. This is the message God gave to the world at just the right time. And I have been chosen as a preacher and apostle to teach the Gentiles this message about faith and truth. I'm not exaggerating, just telling the truth. So, I don't understand, how can God necessarily want everyone to be saved and understand the truth, but then pick people to be saved and then not to be saved?
That's a fair question. I think I'm trying to think of how I've heard that explained. I've heard of I don't know. I
And
heard
then
somebody.
but he goes on to say this isn't an exaggeration; it's the truth. Right after that verse as well.
I'm looking. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm telling the truth. I am not lying.
Because I read verses like that, and I'm like, how can anyone possibly believe in like predestination? But I guess I haven't really looked into it too much because it just sounds so ridiculous to me, honestly.
Yeah.
It feels like a waste
Well,
of time, genuinely.
well, just I would say just read. You read verses like First Timothy there, and then also read Ephesians 1 and Romans 9. Putting those things together,
Okay.
seeing what you come to. That's a good place to start.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Let's go greasy.
Yeesh.
You said Ephesians 1 and Romans 9?
Let me look. I think it's
I'll
well,
put
it's
it in my notes.
definitely Romans 9. Ephesians 1. I guess you could just do Ephesians 1 and 2. Yeah, maybe Ephesians 1 and 2, but I think mostly 1, and then yeah, Romans 9.
Okay. Yeah, I'll read that and get back to you.
Or
about
maybe
that
just
and see what I
read
think.
Romans and Ephesians, so you got the whole context, you know. But yeah,
Yeah, I probably will.
however you want to do that. Oh, hello. I don't know why I landed over here. Yeah, I'm not good at this multitasking stuff. If I'm talking about something, then I'm playing like
I know.
crap. I think someone's coming in here. Oh, I thought they were coming in here. Where'd that guy come from? I guess he must have come from down yonder. Yeah. Do you even have a gun? Oh. Oh. Is that guy pretty good?
I don't know. He got him to peeked his head out of the porta fort
Oh.
and shot me when I was at 1 HP.
Oh, this is going well. No. Oh no.
So I'm reading Ephesians 1 right now. I don't know when the predestination part is or whatever. But I mean I see this right here where it says I don't know if this is what you're referring to. Okay, yeah, even this is verse 4, chapter 1. But it says, even before he made the world, God loved us and chose us in Christ to be holy and without fault in his eyes. And it says, God decided in advance to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ. This is what he wanted to do, and it gave him great pleasure. So we praise God for the glorious grace he has poured out on us who belong to his dear Son. He is so rich in kindness and grace that he purchased our freedom with the blood of his Son and forgave our sins. He has showered his kindness on us along with all the wisdom and understanding. Would you say that's like one of the verses to support that?
Yeah, I think that's one I was thinking of. And in the
Really?
ESV, it says specifically says predestined.
Okay. Yeah, I have to look at the, I guess, actual thing for that.
That was
Yeah,
the NLT.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I would say that's. I don't know if honestly I don't think that I would initially read that and think that, but
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of just saying. I mean, he's writing to a church, isn't he?
Yeah, the church in Ephesus. And he's saying,
Okay.
how does it say it here? Oh, well, I can't do this at the same time. I was just going to read the same thing you just read in English. And I mean, in the ESV. In English this time. Couldn't understand a word you said. Nah, I'm just kidding. All pape holes. He was gonna pickaxe me to death.
This is like a this is like a Fortnite podcast. I feel like I'm on.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about at the beginning, that I should do a Theology Fortnite.
Yeah,
Exactly
but every
what
now and
we're
then we
doing.
just get shot at and have to pause.
Well, I can't do two things at once.
No, can I?
Peekaboo! I was waiting for him. I wish I had said something cooler than peekaboo. Alright. Yeah, he's writing to the church in Ephesus, saying, Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who has blessed us with us in Christ with every spiritual blessing in the heavenly places, even as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and blameless before him. In love he predestined us for adoption to himself as sons through Jesus Christ, according to the purpose of his will, to the praise of his glorious grace with which he has blessed us in the beloved. Yeah.
Okay, do you want my response to that? I don't know.
Sure, what do you think about it? Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
does
definitely
it?
I would.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so I would say I definitely don't think that's so with the whole limited like selection thing, I don't think that supports that because I mean Paul is writing to a whole church, right?
Yeah, he's writing to the church in Ephesus.
Okay, so I guess you'd have to agree that by saying that he's implying that everyone in that church is saved, and he knows that for a fact, right?
He's writing as if, yeah, he's writing to believers. Yeah, that's who it's addressed to.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's saying that they were chosen in Christ before the foundation of the world and predestined for adoption to himself as sons through Jesus Christ, according to the purpose of his will.
Okay. I mean, well, he goes on to talk about like Jesus dying and whatnot.
And then,
But,
yeah.
I mean, that is I would say, I mean, it's literally prophesied in like Isaiah and whatnot, right? The crucifixion and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess that would be predestined considering that it was like foretold in the Old Testament, like 700 years before and whatnot. But with the, I guess, like selecting thing, I don't think that would be that predestination in terms of who gets saved and not. I mean, I feel like he's just writing that. That doesn't mean that he's limiting anybody. I feel like he could say that about like the whole world. I feel like. I mean, I feel like he's not just implying them though. You know what I mean? I feel like
Just
he's not
implying
just saying,
the church in Ephesus that he's writing to?
right. I feel like he's not just implying that, as in like.
So like
You know.
someone who will never be saved, like some hypothetical person that would never be saved, is also chosen in Christ before the foundation of the world. and predestined for adoption.
I have to think about that.
No, that's
Wait,
right.
say that again.
What?
Wait, say that again. What'd
Say
you
it again? Okay, so like somebody who is not saved, is never going to be saved, is chosen in Christ before
Okay.
the foundation of the world and
So
predestined
that's
to
the
adoption through Jesus.
thing. I understand that, like, Paul's an apostle, of course, and you should believe what he says. And I guess I wouldn't ever be like, I personally, this is just my belief. I don't know. This is not my right to choose. Like, I would never be like, you're never gonna be saved, man. Just letting you know.
Oh,
like,
no.
You know what I mean?
I don't think.
Like,
How are we supposed to know?
I hate to break it to you.
No.
God didn't
Like,
predestine you to be saved.
I don't think that's what Calvinists generally believe. Like, no, because how are we, there? Like, I could never possibly know whether God predestined. I'm
Right.
sharing the gospel with somebody. I have no right to say I don't think God predestined you. How could I possibly know? You know what I mean? As far as I know, I'm talking to someone who God predestined to save before the foundation of the world, and I should just share
Right.
the gospel as if that's the kind of person I'm talking to, because I
So-
don't know any better.
So do you think
Yeah.
that Paul knew that though? Like, because like if you believe in predestination, I feel like you have to believe that Paul knows who's going to be saved and who's not going to be saved. He's
I
writing
don't-
to the whole church.
He's
saying,
addressing believers.
"You guys are
He's addressing believers in
chosen."
Ephesus. So yeah, I guess there could be people at that church that maybe weren't actually saved, but I think he's
But that's
writing
not
with
what
the
he-
presumption that, he's writing to the church in Ephesus, assuming that. Otherwise, unless you think that, like I said, that he's saying that people that are never going to be saved are also chosen before the foundation of the world.
chosen.
Chosen in, doesn't it say that? Isn't that what I said?
I'm not sure. I have to read it again.
That even as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and blameless, predestined us as adoption to himself through Christ. Yeah.
Let me look at this again. I have to see the words. To be holy and without fault in his eyes. So I guess this is saying what he wants us to be. God decided in advance to adopt us into his family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ. This is what he wanted to do. And he's in great pleasure. They praise God for the glorious grace he has poured out. So much kindness, grace. Okay, yeah, I just don't know why Paul would be referring to the whole church and everyone in it as saved, because I don't know if that's necessarily, I don't know. Like I was saying before, I don't know if I'd be writing to a whole town of people and being like, I don't know, you guys are all saved. I'm not sure. I feel like he's just kind of...
He's just addressing a church, so I guess the presumption is that they're saved because they're at this church. I mean, I'm sure he knows that doesn't mean everyone is. It's like a pastor preaching on a Sunday morning. He's talking to believers, even though he knows probably not everyone in there is actually a believer, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't have two different conversations at the same time, so...
I'm not sure.
No, that's fair. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just... This is the kind of verses you look at, think about. That's what it is.
Yeah, I have read that before, though. I have read Timothy before, actually. But I guess I never thought of it, in terms of, I don't know, being predestined, unless I'm being told to think about it that way. But then I would think about it, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess the way I would interpret that is just like he's just kind of outlining like what exactly, how we're saved is through Jesus dying and whatnot. How it's possible to be saved. Because I just don't think that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's limiting the whole save thing to only those people. I mean, I don't know.
Oops. Oh, I read a short book that was good a long time ago by J.I. Packer. I think it was called what was it called? Evangelism and the Sovereignty of God. It was kind of along these lines.
Yeah.
Because he was Calvinist, I think. I could have swore there was a chest there. That really threw me off.
Oh yeah, I feel like.
Did you think that too?
Yeah, when I
Tree was
first
like
glanced
glowing
at it.
right there.
Mm.
But then he talks about how the Bible outlines like how we're supposed to evangelize, call people to repent and faith in Jesus
Yeah.
after sharing the gospel. We're not supposed to say, "Hey, I don't know if you're predestined, so never mind." You know, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we have no way of knowing that kind of thing, and we should never presume that. I don't think we should just share the gospel and call people to faith in Jesus.
Well, that's the thing. That's another problem that I have with it is like with the whole evangelism thing and Calvinism is, I don't know. What's the point of doing any of that if everything's just predestined in the first place? Might as well not try. Because their fate's already decided for them. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So me trying doesn't change the fact whether it happens or not. Doesn't make it. Whereas if you're like presenting the opportunity to someone, they can choose. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think this is honestly, I think this is just like that book. If I remember right, might even talk about this is just the tension between, on the one hand, God's sovereign, and on the other hand, we're also responsible. And a lot of times, a lot of people just leave that as that's a tension because the Bible describes both things. So it's like, how can both be true at once? I don't know. Just the Bible says so.
Hmm. You know, for some reason, I will say, when I was Muslim, I had absolutely no problem with predestination. Now that I'm Christian, I have such a big problem with it. I don't know why.
Really? That is
Yeah, I really
interesting.
don't know why. But I never questioned it. And then now that I'm Christian, I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it should be true.
That is interesting.
I don't know why. So I guess with let's say this is kind of cliche, but with people like deserted on an island that don't know about, you know, like Jesus or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So since they're, you know, on the island, you know, they were just predestined to not know, and therefore don't get a chance. So they're just basically predestined to not know. which would mean they're in hell, right?
Well, if they never came to
Either
faith
way,
in
they don't have
Jesus,
a
yeah.
choice.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They never had a choice in the first place if they didn't know.
Yeah, I think I heard one guy say one time that some people create this hypothetical scenario of like, what about the innocent guy in Africa somewhere, or in this case, some deserted desert island or whatever, that never heard about Jesus. This innocent dude, shouldn't he just go to heaven? And basically, his answer's like, well, there's no such thing as some innocent dude just waiting to hear about Jesus.
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know, we're all start out as sinners and need Jesus. So it's not like, because if you were saying it that way, it's almost like, well, then the worst thing I could do for a person is share the gospel with them, because they would have been fine if I hadn't, you know. They would have got an automatic pass, but now that I shared the gospel,
right,
they have to choose whether they're going to hell or not. But at the same time, the way God chooses to save people is through people. There's a reason he tells us to evangelize. So if God's going to save somebody on this island, then he's going to send somebody to this island that's going to share the gospel.
Yeah, I guess the thing is with predestination, I feel like the situation is, I guess, the exact same, whether you get the opportunity to accept it or not. Because either you're predestined or you're not predestined, whether you know, knew about it or not.
Sure, but
you know
I mean, like I said, we don't have any way of knowing who's predestined and who's not. So on our end, we're still responsible for putting our faith in Jesus. And if we hear the gospel and then refuse, that's on you. That's that tension. Like I said, the Bible
that's
teaches
on
both
you,
things.
which I would agree with, but I feel like that's the free will part. But
dude,
with
the Bible, yeah. Oh crap! I almost died.
To the part of, you know, not knowing about any of it, that's really not on you, I guess.
Not knowing about it. Oh, like
yeah, like if you going back to the.
Oh, the guy on the island?
Yeah.
Well, his sin is still on him, and Romans 1 says that, well, I can't focus right now. That's what Romans 1 says. Okay. Oh, of course. I didn't even know that was a sniper. It must have been a hunting rifle.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh. Gosh! Hello, friends. Oh, wait, I need it right now.
Ah, man.
That was perfect. That was right when you died. So I think I actually used this in my atheism video. Actually, I referred to this verse. In Romans 1, it says, "For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. For his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world and the things that are made, so they are without excuse." So basically, theologians call that God's general revelation, where creation itself witnesses that there's a creator, God, And
Correct.
so this
Yeah,
posting on
of
this
course.
island, he can reject that or make something weird out of it. And
Okay.
and so he's
So
responsible for that, at least on that end. So there's still a responsibility there.
so yeah, I actually would agree with
More or less
that. But
agree, more or less degree. Yeah, what?
the thing is, like, someone could say the opposite, and would you say that they're saved then? If they recognize, like, hey, this has to be created by
Oh,
somebody. I believe in a god or a deity. That's the opposite of that. I mean, I feel like you could say the opposite and be like, yeah, so that then they're saved and they're responsible for that.
I think I would say general revelation is enough to make you responsible, but not enough to save you. So everybody's responsible since we all have that general revelation, but we need the special revelation, is what theologians call the Bible, so that we can know the gospel and know exactly who this God is. You know, knowing that there is a creator.
Without knowing about it.
Enough to save
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Without knowing what, who? What?
Without knowing about it existing, though?
Knowing about God existing?
Or the Bible, like you said, because you said that we need that for salvation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I guess I would say I mean, consider, I guess, like Native Americans before, like, who clearly weren't necessarily, you know, they had no idea about that until it was shown to them,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I don't understand. I mean, I generally don't know about that, but I wouldn't say that, you know, they were just predestined to not have any idea and just,
No.
you know, go not to heaven, I guess I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess the question is, like, would you say that they were predestined to not know and not have an opportunity in the first place to know about it, and then therefore they're just go to hell for eternity because, like, I mean, I don't know, because they didn't know about it, but it's not their fault for not knowing about it, is what I'm saying.
Sure. Yeah, that's not their fault for not knowing about it, but I mean, everybody's born as a sinner anyway, whether you ever have a chance to know about how to be saved or not.
Right.
So it's not like you're innocent and you went to heaven as an innocent person because you never got to hear about the Bible. So I think it's like, a lot of times the question becomes like, why doesn't God just save everybody? But the real question is like, why would he save anybody? Like, the fact that he would even choose to save one person is a gracious thing, and we kind of think of it in the opposite ways. Of like, well, he should have saved these people. He should have saved them.
Well, no, I think what I'm saying is that.
So, is that your trap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, what were you saying?
What I was saying is that, well, he, like, made it possible. Oh, I killed him with a trap. That's awesome. That's just how I planned it. No, it was made possible, like, through Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait.
that's how it is possible to obtain that. And if someone isn't aware of that existing, then they never had an opportunity to accept it in the first place. Even though they are, of course, you know, guilty with sin and whatnot. But if they don't have that opportunity to be saved, then I don't know.
Oh. So what should happen then?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. That's the question.
I think that's up for God to decide, but I just don't think that God would decide, like, oh, I predestined them to not know anyways, so they weren't supposed to get a chance. You know? Because what's the point of existing then?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, as far as theology goes, this is definitely the deep end of the pool, I think.
Yeah,
This is pretty
we're at the
deep
bottom
stuff.
of the iceberg.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty deep stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I think this is something that every Christian that cares enough to look into this stuff wrestles with, you know what I mean? fact that we're talking about it is a good thing.
Right.
Wrestling with this stuff.
So would you say that you, I guess, believe in like a form of free will, or no?
Yeah. I think.
In what way?
I think we have free will, but apart from the saving work, because of total depravity, because we're completely sinners, nobody's ever going to just choose God just because they want to. Because because no one wants to. Romans 3 says no one does good, no one even seeks for God. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Like no one, it's not because like nobody wants God unless God does something on the inside. And that's just because of our sinfulness. Like Romans 1 said, we suppress the truth because of our sin.
Okay. I don't know, I have to read that.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I ran into this house again and saw your trap and pooped my pants again. I already knew that was, I've already done this. Why am I getting scared again? Okay, this house is clear, I guess.
I just remembered that you're like 100 feet away from my apartment again. It just kind of hit me.
Yeah, that's true. It's right up the hill there.
I randomly think about that sometimes. I'm like, dang, that's so weird.
Yeah. It was weird seeing my apartment from up there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very weird perspective. I've never seen it there like that before. Done any decorating, or is it pretty much what it was last time I was there?
Yeah, I've done some decorating actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see. I just put up my TNT Minecraft clock the other day actually. Yeah.
Nice.
Right in my bedroom. Yeah, I have like a calendar in my bedroom and stuff too.
Cool. That's a really nice apartment. Like she really, it's like modernized more than mine is. Like she really renovated it before we moved in, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she said
new cabinets, new floors.
Yeah, I think she did it right before I think I was the first to actually like rent out the place when she
from what
did
I understand.
that.
That's how
like for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it looks look really good. I just realized it's getting really dark in here. I need to go turn the light on.
Yeah. The reason, something that I actually was watching Redeemed Zoomer talk about, and I think it's pretty, it's related to what we were talking about with the whole, like, abandoned island or restrained island thing, was, what was it? He said something, and I feel like this could, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what the word was that he used, but that, like God also saves based off of like okay, so like he claimed this. I don't know exactly what the support is for this, but like based off of like knowledge as well. Like basically what we're talking about though. Like if you're not knowledgeable about it and you don't know about it, then you're not going to get the same thing as someone who did know about it and rejected it would. I don't know if that's a Presbyterian belief or not. I guess like punishment or like hell or whatever.
Oh my.
I don't know where these guys are at. Oh, I see them. Oh, there's guys all around us, I think, actually. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna light a campfire in here. Never mind. I'm gonna drop down here. Okay. I can. Wow, I didn't know those existed.
Go, duck!
Okay, got some minis for you, too.
Alright. You shall stand right in the fire. Alright. This worked out well. I didn't actually need to do that, but that works.
Got him.
Oh, I got it right into the base.
I finish this guy. Oh, never mind his.
Oh, I hit him so good. I can't. Oh, I thought I was about to have him. That was disappointing. Shoot him. No! Oh! Overshot
That would have been
it.
perfect.
Oh,
Oh, man.
So I think there is precedent in the Bible for some people getting it worse in hell than others, because Jesus said he was talking to the Pharisees who knew the whole Old Testament better than anybody, and they were still rejecting him. And he told them that in the day of judgment it'll be worse for them than it is for Sodom and Gomorrah, the people who were trying to rape everybody in sight but never heard of God.
Okay.
So that's probably where Redeemed Zoomer got that from.
Okay. But the thing that, okay, I guess like this could be based on my understanding, but the thing with the thing that Jesus says in the Bible is like he talks in like parables and whatnot, and it seems like everything that he's saying is like what would happen if I feel like it's like if he never did die for our sins and whatnot, because he says like things like he basically, I feel like a lot of time he's saying like a lot of you guys, like none of you are really ever gonna get into heaven because you're just not good enough. But then he actually does go and like die on the cross and whatnot, and that's like how we are saved. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know.
Can't remember what gospel. That might be Matthew, but I couldn't tell you where that he specifically. Yeah, I think it is Matthew. And you read Matthew already, didn't you? Didn't you start at the beginning of the New Testament? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Scurvy sea dogs.
Yep.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Why is it not letting me deploy my... It's not letting me deploy it. I can't deploy my ladder. What the heck? Oh, now, there it goes. Wow, it was not letting me do it.
Mm.
I mean, it's fine, but it's weird. Oh my goodness. It wasn't even close. Why is there so many people here? Snobby wasn't even close to the bus route.
No.
I did not expect anyone to be here.
Yeah.
There's like a team at every house.
Oh, geez.
It looked like. Dead. Dang it.
Oh, yeah.
That was not what I was expecting.
See if I can lure him in here.
Ooh. Come on in, there's no traps.
He knows there's a trap there.
Apparently it does. He's afraid to come into this house. He don't know where the trap is. Oh crap, never mind.
Oh, man.
I see that you like my Facebook posts every once in a while.
Yeah, those ones actually pop up on my feed, and like the YouTube ones.
What's wrong? I don't know. YouTube, I think like they changed their algorithm, and I don't know why they're like not letting my videos, not pushing them at all. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's weird.
Even to my subscribers.
Yeah.
Like my subscribers should be seeing them every once in a while. And that's wild. Oh, did I tell you? Because you watched that that atheism video that I made a long time ago.
Yeah.
And because you were saying that like it was crazy how people were like time stamping like 30 seconds and then writing whole paragraphs about it.
Yeah.
Dude, I found out somebody, I don't know if I want to say he's a big YouTuber, not necessarily, but he's a lot bigger than me, made a response video to that. And basically, dude, his whole video was talking about how stupid it was. And like, I looked at his other stuff. He's an atheist. He used to be a Christian. He used to be a Catholic, and now he's an atheist. And he makes, it looks like he just makes responses to Christians talking about atheism. And his video was like those comments. Like, watch like a few seconds of my video and then talk about it for And his video was like 25 minutes long or something, I think, or 20 minutes long.
No way.
I couldn't believe it. I was dumbfounded. I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually got a response video.
That's insane.
Yeah, that was wild. I'll have to look it up.
How'd you find out about that?
Well, the atheism video had kind of leveled out. Like, it got a bunch of views initially, and then just I wasn't getting any for a few months or so. And then all of a sudden, one day, it started getting like, it got like 300 or 400 more views. And I'm like, where are these views coming from? And it was saying it's suggested. And I'm like, oh, okay, what videos are suggesting? And it was all this one video. And I'm like, why is that one video give my 300 suggestion views? You know what I mean? So I clicked on the video, and it was that response video. I'm like, oh my goodness. That's wild.
Insane. You gotta show me that. I wanna watch that.
I'll try to look it up. Yeah. I think his name's like Professor Plank or something like that. He's got a weird, creepy, pink-looking guy.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll have to look that
That's
up.
also interesting.
I was trying to decide, like, do I say something, you know?
Yeah, right.
I never did say anything.
Yeah. And I was gonna say though, him responding to your video and him being a bigger channel than you probably got you more viewers.
Yeah, it did. That video got like 400 new views just from that, or something like that. Of course, none of them were favorable views. They were all atheists that came from his channel. But that was the thing, like, I decided not to say anything because he showed pretty much my whole video, you know, in pieces. And in that video, I you know, in most of my videos, I try to explicitly share the gospel, you know, in some way, briefly or whatever. And I did in that video too, and I'm like, okay, well, because of this dude, like, tens of thousands of more people at least heard a brief presentation of the gospel that would have never heard it from my channel, so I'm just gonna call this a win. I'm not gonna, because if I say something, maybe it might compel him to delete the video, so I'm just not gonna. Like, keep it up there and let other people, and atheists too, like, it went all to like tens of thousands of atheists that would have never seen it from my channel.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I never would have thought that would have happened though. We talked about that in the car though. We were like,
yeah, this must have been before that response video got, or yeah. His video was like those comments.
So mad about it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, I don't really want the minigun. Let me see if I can. I guess I'm gonna have to look up my atheist video to find it, because I don't remember what it's called. He really went in on it. Like, he was saying this was the dumbest thing he ever saw in his life. Like,
all of them were, which is kind of crazy.
Well, that's true. Yeah. This is just like a
understand.
video version of the comments of the comment section.
That's funny.
Yeah, because it had about 1,000 views before this happened, and then now it's got like 1,500 views. My video. Oh yeah, here it is.
Spring is vastly approaching, and spring is the perfect time
Professor Plank, I was right. He has 30,000 subscribers. It's a half hour long, this video is. And it's got 39,000 views.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So, 39,000 people that I would have never shared the gospel with if that guy didn't share my video.
Yeah.
So, I think that's like in Genesis where not God said, but Joseph said, what you meant for evil, God meant for good. Let's see.
That's honestly crazy.
Atheism is the belief
Oh,
that
he
there
starts
is no
out by
God. Wrong,
yeah.
wrong, wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Plank. I respond to various theological and ideological questions and claims from a rationalistic and naturalistic approach in an effort to give and explain the opposite viewpoint and help to balance the conversation. Well, friends, I have done it. I found the absolute most batshit crazy, stupidest, most willfully ignorant anti-atheist video on the entirety of YouTube.
So there you go.
That's insane.
That's. I'm like, oh, okay. Wow.
That's
Guess
awfully
it's an
crazy.
honor, I guess.
Yeah.
Out of everybody's YouTube video, mine was the dumbest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that full video. So, did you send that to me?
Yeah, I'll send that to you.
Okay.
Here, hold on. Let me, where is it? Yeah, there it is.
I wonder how I find your video.
He just came across it. Well, and I mean, his whole channel, it looks like, is doing responses like this, so he probably sees anti-atheist Christian videos on his feed all the time, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
this is what he responds to all the time. So I guess it just came up or something, I don't know. Back before YouTube wasn't pushing my videos anymore.
Yeah, that's weird.
I was so confused too because that video starts out like the beginning of my atheism video, so when I clicked on this and it was playing my own video, I'm like, what did I just do? Did I click on my video?
Yeah.
And then his thing came up. So, there it is.
Even the freaking title is just insane.
Yeah.
Oh man, cracks me up.
Yeah, literally that video is just the video version of reading the comment section.
Mm.
It's crazy.
I find it interesting that it's like the one video that people were really passionate about was the atheist one.
Isn't that
but
interesting? Yeah.
I don't know why atheists would be passionate about it when they're not really arguing about anything.
If God doesn't exist, why are you mad, bro?
Why do you care? Yeah.
Doesn't matter. If he doesn't exist,
Yeah.
then what I said doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. I don't know why they would care so much.
And he starts off, that's what he starts off by saying, because I said that atheism's the belief that there is no God, and he ends up saying, no, it's the lack of belief in God. And I kept getting
Well, it's the same thing.
Right? That was one of the biggest arguments that I kept getting on my comment section is, dude, you're an idiot. Atheism isn't the belief that there is no God, it's the lack of a belief in God. I'm like, what is the difference?
What?
And somebody tried to say it, I mean, like condescendingly in a way he thought I would understand. He's just like, because you probably don't. He's like what leprechauns. You know, it's not that you believe they don't exist. It's that you lack belief in their existence. And I'm like, that still doesn't make any sense. I
No,
don't
it's the
believe
same
in
exact
leprechauns,
thing.
and I lack belief in their existence.
Yeah.
But that's his first point that it talks about for a while, I think, if I remember right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm really trying to like figure out the difference. I'm like, it really seems like two different ways of saying the same thing. It's like saying it.
Yeah.
There's like a positive and negative way of saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one of the big things that they argued that I completely messed that up.
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, Professor Plank. You ever heard of Mike Winger?
I might have.
Oh.
I think I recognize the name.
He's just a really
I don't
popular. He's just a really popular Christian YouTuber. I was just gonna say, when I was looking through his videos, I noticed he had a response to Mike Winger on there. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Mm.
So there's a response to some people that I've actually heard of.
Yeah.
And I am dumber than them all. I should subscribe to him.
Yeah. Professor Plank. That's crazy to me.
I guess he's like an atheist apologist.
Whatever that means.
Oh! Oh no, that's, I keep forgetting, that's just the comments. The comets. Oop.
Yeah, right down here.
Oh yeah. Oh, it sounds like something's falling. Oh, it's another meteor, I think. There is a drop thing coming over here.
Someone's landing on us.
Someone's landing on us? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see him now.
Got him.
Someone
Whoa.
else.
Got a bunch of gold guns.
Wow. Wow. There's a crate over here.
Alright. I always call these care packages, and all my friends are like,
Care package.
they love to argue with me and say it's not a care package.
What is it?
A supply drop, apparently.
A supply drop. Okay. Well, this isn't Call of Duty, Hunter.
Dude, they legit told me that. I'm
Really?
not even joking. Yeah, that was their argument. They're like, you're not playing Call of Duty, this is Fortnite. I'm like, it's the same thing. You can have this slurp.
Okay. Oh, I guess I could just, yeah. I'll just take it, I guess. 'Cause I want to keep that. I should look up some of the old Fortnite streamers I used to watch. I haven't seen those guys in forever.
Yeah, not
Old
everyone,
Cypher
actually.
PK. That's how I learned how to play
Yeah.
Fortnite. Cypher PK. Oh no!
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm getting later.
Oops, what am I doing here? I gotta.
Coming over. I think his friend's behind him shooting at me. I'm coming over, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, we're having a good old fashioned brouhaha over here.
Good old-fashioned.
Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna
Oh,
drop
well.
down and die!
I don't know why I did that.
Oh man, I almost dropped down too far. Yeah, I'm gonna drop down and knock this
He
thing
got
down,
me.
potentially. Oh no, he's coming after me. I keep trying to get away from him! Like building walls around you, it's not working. Oh no. That was Miles Morales. That's pretty cool.
Back.
Miles Morales Magonzales.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh gosh.
I'm go tilted.
Sure.
Alright. What time do you usually wake up on days you don't work?
On days I don't work?
Yeah.
Well, this morning I got up at 6. I usually get up. Well, I won't. Tomorrow I got to go back to work, but like on the night when I was off and then I'm off again that next night, I'll usually get up at 6 and go to the coffee house.
In the morning?
Yeah. I like when I actually get to sleep at night, I like getting up early and
Yeah, me too, actually.
yeah, I go to Brick House and I'll be there for a few hours.
Hmm. What time do they open?
6:30.
Okay.
Usually get
I haven't
there
been there in a while.
shortly after they open. Yeah, I just go up there. Usually, just go up there, read my Bible for a while, and then work on video stuff.
Hmm.
Have a latte and a muffin.
Have you had that one restaurant down there yet? Breaks Brothers?
Yeah, I've had it a couple times. I know the owner.
I haven't
Actually.
Oh yeah, he went to the Redemption, doesn't he go to the
He goes Redemption. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I helped him one day paint a little bit in there before it opened.
Hmm.
Have you been there yet?
No, I haven't gone there yet. They always close super early. They close
Yeah.
like 3.
Oh crap.
I don't know.
Oh, that actually worked. I just used 2 pumps and 1 barely.
Aw, man. 2 guys on me. Oh well, kill that guy.
Well, I don't think I have much hope in here. Just have to be absolutely quiet. I don't even know I'm here at all. No, they're gonna. Oh, they're not gonna. They're gonna leave. Oh. Oh. I don't know yet. It's alright, I got plenty of time.
Yeah, about 4 minutes.
But yeah, it's like one of those yeah, he told me he would like to be able to open for dinner, but they just can't do it yet. So we got breakfast and lunch menu.
Hmm.
And
Also, they have like a Philly cheesesteak. I was looking at their menu.
yeah.
Sounds really good.
I had the Atomic Burger and the Meat Tornado. They were both really good. The
I
Atomic
might go there
Burger.
tomorrow.
The Atomic Burger got like, I think it got like jalapeno, no spicy sriracha, and then it's got flaming hot Cheetos on it.
Ooh.
I was like, dude, that was. I told him that was pretty genius. I thought that was really good. But it's like a like the menu is posted up big behind the thing, and you just go up and tell them what you want, you know, and then they you go sit wherever and they bring it to you type deal.
Hmm.
Or carry out. They can do carry out too. Oh, I definitely need these. Oh, I definitely need these. Or that one. I don't know if it's safe to rebuke you here. Rebuke you?
Rebuke me?
Rebuke you. Yeah, I don't know if I should rebuke you here or not. Wow. This makes it hard to do what I want it to do. I'm not going to be able to make it do what I want it to do with this setting on. Oh boy. I should just hide again. Oh. It's all the way over there. Oh, he saw that! What?
Oh man.
I want to see that from his perspective.
Yeah.
How did he see me there? That's wild. You'll have to come out to Brick House one of these mornings when I'm over there.
Yeah, I will.
You get up early anyway, you said?
Yeah, I woke up at 8 today.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have tomorrow off or no?
No, I go back tomorrow night, so I won't go anywhere tomorrow.
What do you use, do you use like an app or something to edit your videos?
Do what now?
Do you use like an app to edit your videos?
Oh no, I got a DaVinci Resolve. It's like a video editing program on my laptop.
Okay.
It's more of a professional, yeah, it's like a professional thing. I used to, on the old YouTube channel I just did like that little iMovie Maker or whatever it was called on my phone. But this one's more like a professional like thing you can't get on a phone.
What made you start making YouTube videos and stuff like that?
I just thought about, well, I'm trying to remember, like, cause we had made, my friends, we used to make like YouTube channels, like goofy stuff or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And then one time in college, I was just kind of messing around with it, but I made like a dinosaur channel that was like comparing the top 10 biggest whatever certain kind of dinosaurs. And that channel like blew up. Like every video was getting tens of thousands of views. And I was like, what the heck? And so then I'm like, you know, a few years ago or whatever, I thought like, oh, I could do the same thing except talk about Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, spread the message that way. Turns out it's not as popular as dinosaurs because my videos don't get tens of thousands of views most of the time. No, but it's still cool though. It's
yeah.
Because I remember like those dinosaur videos, I could look up the demographics or whatever, and there was like some of them were being viewed by all around the world. And I'm like, well, if I could do that with this Bible stuff channel, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Where are most of the people from that watch you?
I mean, but huge majority are United States, but there are quite a few other countries too.
That's cool.
Wonder if I could find what the latest stats on that are.
Yeah.
It never says everything. Like the percentages never equal up to 100 because I think a lot of people don't say where they're from.
Mm.
So how do I even get to that? It's been a while since I've looked at that stat. Oh, here it is. Yeah, saying like 61.8 United States, 2.5% India, 2.4% UK, 2% Canada, and then it's got South Africa, Australia, Philippines, Germany, New Zealand, Nigeria. So, yeah. I mean, all really low percent. Like most of it's definitely US, but still, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oops. So yeah, I just think it's a good way to be able to share the gospel, and honestly, I just kind of enjoy doing it. Like I enjoy relaxing at the cog house and editing videos here or whatever. It's just fun for me.
Yeah.
I especially like when everybody calls me an idiot because of my atheist.
Yeah, it's motivating.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Oh! Who this? Oh. Anything else I want right now?
Oh.
Who's this guy? Or where's he coming from? Oh, there's two of them. Oh, he's one shot. There you go. I think I was being too careful. I didn't need to be that careful with these guys. Do you need a big pot?
Yeah, I'll take one. Whoa.
Oh! Overthrew it a little. Where's this chest?
Guys, I'm...
I don't even know where I shot those grenades, but it seems like I didn't even get them close. really not gonna hit a single shot?
Go over.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, he's almost dead. There he goes.
Some minis.
Oh, I got a couple minis. You got
Yeah,
any
yeah.
heals? Any medkits or anything?
No. This guy's got a big pot though. 2 of them actually. I'll take one.
You're not taking the scar?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, you're supposed to say no. You can have it, Daniel. Oh. I didn't realize I almost full mats on wood. Oh, he's almost dead. Oh, he's right there. Oh,
way.
no way!
Got him.
He was so low. That was embarrassing. Was there heals out here?
I don't know. I got minis, but let me check. Hello? There you go. They got minis. Do you have minis still?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Let me take these real quick.
There's a mech kit right here too. So.
Why are those guns?
What are those guys? I was gonna say they look like a gold or something.
Yeah. Is it like a Midas touch thing or what?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Oh, you.
Okay.
Ah, one guy's low.
Wild days. Spider-Man. Alright, I think I'm gonna get off here.
Alright, man, me too.
Alright. Talk to you later.
Yep, I'll see you.
See ya.